You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, family? That's that boy, Coach Malachi, in the building. We back. Make sure I sound good. Look like we sound good. All right, shout out to everybody, man. Peace to the family, man. Look like I'm moving a little bit. Look like we're moving a little bit, kind of. You know, it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all know what time of TI is, man. We on another show. Happy, I guess, the day of holiday, right? Memorial Day or something of that sort. Yeah, happy Memorial Day. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Happy Memorial Day to everybody, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. You know, I'm not gonna stay long because I know people want to celebrate their family. I think people might have done something this weekend. They probably did something Saturday and Sunday, and they probably gonna chill in Shangri-La today, which is Monday. I don't think there's a hey, shout out to Daniel, salute fam. I don't think that there's nothing. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think they ain't got no holiday in the UK. You know what I gotta do? I gotta figure out what the UK holidays are. I gotta talk to somebody, probably Green Eyes Peas, somebody who live in the UK, and find out what their holidays are, what they celebrate. You get what I'm saying? Like what's a part of their culture over there in the UK? You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I was like, man, I was sitting back, you know what I mean? Like bro, I have so many things going on right now, some great things going on right now. Like, I'm just really, really excited about it. I'm learning some new stuff. Y'all see the big fish right there. I'm learning some new things. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know, heard something from Errol Spence, the big fish, you know, came out and made a comment, you know, the big fish is a big deal, you know, to a lot of people who are, you know, who diehard Errol Spence fans. And then we had the Aerosexuals. You know, we buried them. The Aerosexuals are dead. They did that. Well, Terence Crawford pretty much did that. But you know, with him doing what he did in the ring, and with me, what I'm doing, with me doing what I did outside of the ring, I think the Aerosexuals are pretty much they're gone. They're dead now. So they don't moved on to probably Boots Ennis or some of them. You know, they might have want to diversify. I think some of the Aerosexuals now, what they have done is, when I say Aerosexuals, I'm talking about the extreme. The male groupies of Errol Spence, because every fighter has a level of male groupies. Even Terence Crawford, I know this channel. He got his channel named after Bud. Literally, you don't get no more male groupie than that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so I think a lot of the male groupies, I think now what they're trying to do is diversify their portfolio, diversify their male groupie portfolio. You get what I'm saying? So, how do you diversify a male groupie portfolio? You have to be a male groupie of multiple fighters. You don't want to put all of your eggs in one basket. You want to put your eggs in many different baskets. You get what I'm saying? So just being honest with you. Just being honest. You want to put your eggs in many different baskets. You know what I mean? You know, when you are a male, when you're a male groupie, you got to diversify that portfolio. You probably want to, you know what I mean? Because a lot of these niggas online, but I'm talking about, these boys sweet. I'm talking about cotton candy, sweetie, gold. You know what I mean? And they showing that 2-cent roll. So, it is what it is. So Daniel Agnew said that I think the majority of aerosexuals swung the boots behind. Yeah, they went over there. They went over there because they were trying to, yeah, man, we want to see Crawford fight Boots. But then they know that ain't happening. So, those guys are not real Boots fans. The only Boots fans, the only real Boots fans come out of Philly. That's it. And the Philadelphia, now there are some Philly fans that hate Boots. Like this one nigga, he's a Terence Crawford meat writer. He's a male group of Crawford. He got a channel named after Crawford, and he hate Boots, and he's from Philly. The nigga's a lame. He's real lame. I don't even want to mention the nigga name. Really, he's a real lame. I got a nigga blocked over here, but yeah, he's a real lame. But yeah, he's about the only nigga. But yeah, the only fans Boots has is from Philly. Anything outside of Philly, I seriously doubt it.
True.
It's questionable.
True.
Very questionable. Those are the true fans. Those are the true fans. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, anything else is very questionable. Very questionable. You get what I'm saying? Got to question it. Because these dudes are fair weather. You know what I mean? Like Johnny Gill made a song back in the day on his solo album. He made a song called Fair Weather Friend. You know what I mean? And he said, he said, I won't be no fair weather friend. You know what I mean? I be there to the end, even through stormy weather, time and time again, right? And one of my favorite songs by Johnny Gill. But it's real funny, fam, because a lot of these cats are not, they are fair weather, they're fair weather fans. You know what I mean? They're fair weather, like especially in boxing. They jump from one meet to another meet. Reverse cowgirl, cowboy, one leg up, Tootsie Roll, butterfly, they do it all. And they'll threaten you.
True.
Empty threats, and they'll threaten you. It be empty threats though. Yeah, nigga, when I see you, I'ma do this. I was talking to my neighbor last night, right? Me and my neighbor was talking, right? A couple of my neighbors, right? I ain't gonna say no names, but they know who they are. A couple of my neighbors, right? In my community that I live in the community. I don't live in the neighborhood. And everybody in the neighborhood community gets along very well. Everybody on the street, we very multicultural here. We know we have Puerto Ricans live on the street, Puerto Rican families, white families, black family. You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody get along. People from different places, people from BPG County, San Diego, California, San Diego, which is in Cali, New York, everywhere, right? So they know I do boxing. And I'm sitting there telling them, I'm laughing, right? And I'm sitting there telling them about some of the stuff I've been through online and stuff like that. And we was talking about the drop the Addy boys. We were talking about the drop the Addy boys. Niggas say, yeah, nigga, drop the Addy, nigga. And so I'm sitting there, me and my neighbor sitting there laughing, right? Everybody, we sitting there laughing, right? So he said, well, I'm gonna ask you this. So if I gave you my address, what are you gonna do again? Like, what are you supposed to? Okay, what I say, what am I supposed to be doing? Oh, I'm just sitting here. Yeah, they said they coming any day now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Lord, they coming. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, it's the funny shit, right? And the reason why I brought that up because, me personally, since I've been online, I've only been threatened by two fan bases: Wilder fans and Errol Spence fans. Listen, the Wildettes, the Twerkinator Army, they was a wild bunch. But the aerosexuals, oh my God, boy, they went to another level. Boy, I'm talking about, and listen, bro, the Twerkinator Army, they was deep. Now, they were deep. I had to fight all them niggas. I had to fight out, whooped all of them. He effortlessly destroyed them. It took me some time now, cause they stubborn. They real stubborn. You know what I mean? But I had to put hands and foots on them niggas. Then but the aerosexuals, oh my God. The aerosexuals, they went to another. Nigga, don't say nothing about Errol. Don't say nothing about Errol. They don't call him Errol. They say, don't say nothing about Errol. But what you say about Errol? Bro, they was, I've never seen a group of men, I've never seen a group of beta males, you know what I mean? These niggas. baby, what's wrong with you? Nah, baby, this whole ass nigga, cooch ass nigga name called Malachi. I don't like this nigga, baby. Baby, I don't like that. I'm finna go pull up on the nigga. Baby, let me get this straight, baby. You finna pull up on Coach Malachi because of what? I don't like the nigga. Okay, well, baby, you know I've been cheating on you with third lady Tyrone. He had me in the boat last night. I don't care about no third lady Tyrone having me in the boat last night. I'm finna go check this nigga because I don't like what he said about another nigga that I like. Wait, let me get this straight. You're gonna, okay. You have your woman here. Yeah, I be it. I'm not the prettiest in the world, baby, but don't worry about it. But you have your woman here. We have, we've been together for a while. So you're not gonna fight for me. No, but you're gonna fight for a guy who don't even know you exist. Because you don't like the opinion of the person of the guy who you want to fight over, who you don't even don't know you exist. That's exactly what I'm saying, babe. Yeah, I ain't worried about no third leg. This nigga way over here. All right, baby. You know we behind on rent. Yeah, I know. So how you gonna get to Florida? Well, I was thinking, babe. I know you got income tax coming around. I was thinking, babe, that you can let me borrow a couple of dollars. You know what I mean? I'm going to get the boys together. We going to get on the plane, fly to Tampa. Well, the nigga say he going to be in L.A., so we might catch him in L.A. We might get, you get what I'm saying? Baby, this man done been all over. He'll been in several different fights, and he don't see you niggas nowhere. Y'all don't be nowhere. Well, I know we don't be nowhere, but don't worry about it, baby. We gonna get there. You know what I mean? Just to get some time. He had been to several fights, several cities, and we don't be pulling up for real. We ain't really got the money to pull up. But that's neither here nor there, baby. But this time we gonna get them.
True.
Bro. But the aerosexuals ain't nothing like them, bro. Ain't nothing like. But that's a special group. That's a special group. Like for real, that's a special group. But anyways, but shout out to the aerosexuals. I'm the one that gave you guys that name. If you are a fan of Errol Spence, you're not an aerosexual. You have Errol Spence fans and you have aerosexuals. The aerosexuals know who they are. They know who they are. You know what I mean? Hey, put it this way, if you get mad at the term aerosexual, you the one I'm talking about.
True.
Yeah, he probably, hold on, let me make my camera straight. Had to make sure my camera was straight. Oh, yeah. He the one I'm talking about. He the one, he got mad. Yeah, he the one I'm talking about. Yeah, that's him. He the one. Yeah. You know what they say? If you throw a rock in a pack of dogs, it's the hit dog that hollers. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But anyways, so shout out to the big fish, man. Shout out to the big fish, man. I hope everything work out for the brother. We haven't seen him in 2 years. So anyway, and shout out to this brother right here. Who is this brother? Shout out to Heavy Chevy. He saying Errol Spence's watch. I don't know. I don't know if he watched. I mean, I won't say he watched. I mean, he only lost one fight. Like, I've seen fighters get knocked out before and then come back and do well. So I can't say he's washed after one fight. Like that. See, that's the thing, right? I think it might be people who want him to be watched, but he's only had one fight, fam. He said, come on, coach, the man been out of the sport for years now. Okay, Sugar Ray Leonard was out of the sport for 3 years. He came back and fought Marvin Hagler. Not comparing Errol Spence to Sugar Ray Leonard, but I'm just saying, fighters have been out of the ring for years and came back and fought. Hell, Manny Pacquiao been out of the ring for 3.5 years, and he's coming back to fight. Now, I be it that, Manny Pacquiao probably gonna get his ass beat, but but it is what it is. He coming back to fight. So, I mean, that don't mean nothing.
True.
You won't know what a fighter have left until you see him get back in the ring. You won't know bro, especially in this era. In this era, fighters get written off so fast. Like y'all write a nigga off quick. Boy. Like nigga, motherfucker lose one time. Oh man, he's over for him. He can't come back from that. You get what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, man, let me tell you something. Like, bro, I've been watching boxing a while, bro, and I don't seen fights where the dude get dog walked. And then, he able to come back and rebound. He's able to come back and rebound. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, goddamn, But anyways, let's get into the show. Now, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's watching the show right now. Let me make sure we got that Gucci. We got that going. Let me see where we at. All right, shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to everybody watching on X, and shout out to everybody watching on Facebook and Instagram. Salute to the family. Let me read my opening monologue. Errol Spence breaks silence on his fighting future. In a recent Instagram post, a content creator gotta always give the creator we have to always give the creator their props, right? And in a recent Instagram post, a content creator on Instagram by the name of who goes by the name of All Things Boxing 817, he voiced his frustration. Sound like a diehard Errol Spence fan. He voiced his frustration with Errol Spence Jr. He said, and I quote, "Man, it's been a long time, Spence. If you're not going to box anymore, you need to announce your retirement." Man, I'm coming down with a cold too. I can feel it. He said, "Quit keeping your loyal fan base hoping and guessing." Errol Spence replied immediately, stating that, and I quote, he said, "I'll come back when I'm ready. No one is rushing me to do shit," end quote. So Errol Spence been out for a couple of years. He said, "Ain't nobody rushing him to do a goddamn thing. Give a damn what you talking about, nigga." True. That's what Errol Spence said to one of his diehard loyal fans. You get what I'm saying? Fans in the comment section. I love the comment section. My favorite part about social media is the comment section. The comment section is my favorite because you get an idea of what the audience feels and what they believe in real time. In real time, facts. To this day. You get what I'm saying? I love it. I love the comment section. Man, the comment. Listen, I be seeing digital shootouts in real time. I be seeing digital shootouts in real time in the comment section. Niggas threatening each other. People typing in all caps. I haven't got the all caps yet. You typing in all caps. What does that mean? I mean business. I'm yelling at you. I'm in all caps. Crime. What your name is? Somebody. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Crime Dan said that on Instagram. He said that Spence wasn't supposed to come back from the accident so quick, and he jumped in the ring. He never let his body heal. This is the thing with that though. I hear what you're saying, Crime Ranch, and you're over there on Instagram. No, Crime Dan. Sorry about that, Crime Dan. I get what you're saying, but however, Crime Dan on Instagram, when Errol Spence came back and he beat Mikey Garcia, he beat Danny Garcia for 12 rounds. Everybody said Errol Spence is back. Look what he did to Danny Garcia. No, Danny Garcia, and I like Danny Garcia. He's a nice guy, but he never was no hell of a fighter like that. Anyway, let's be honest, he wasn't. I mean, he was great at 140. He was good at 140. That's where he made his bones at. But in the welterweight division, I mean, he ain't beat nobody in the welterweight division. Nobody. To be fair, you get what I'm saying? He says so. Everybody was saying he was back, and then that same Errol Spence, who came out of the car accident and beat Danny Garcia, he came back and beat Ugas. What they were saying? Oh man, oh he look what he did to Ugas. He breaking ribs and collecting eyes. True. Y'all remember that? True. Y'all was calling him the eye collector. See, I'm not going to let you forget what you said. I'm not going to let you forget what you said. You was calling him the eye collector. Look what he did to Ugas. Y'all was saying it's going to be on one side of the ass, whooping this and that. And then now after the fact, yeah, man, you know what, dog, man, niggas was coping, bro. Y'all, bro, a lot of these Errol Saxon was on suicide watch. I remember looking at some of them Errol Saxon on YouTube channels. They were making up all kind of shit. Yeah, dog, no, man. Crawford was on that sniggity snack. Yeah, man, he was on sniggity snack. Errol Spence girlfriend. Yeah, his girlfriend, his baby mama gave him some edibles and that made him sleepy in the locker room. Bro, like, dudes was coming up with so many different things to cope. Shout out to Two-Tone the Superstar. over there on Instagram. People was coming with so many things to cope. It was a coping mechanism. Yeah, man, no, man, it's like catching your girl cheating on you, but you don't want to admit that you caught her cheating. Well, her leg really wasn't in the book. She said that was her yoga instructor, so it could have been a possibility that they were just doing yoga together. To this day. You know what I mean? Coping mechanisms. Just coping. You get what I'm saying? After the accident, Danny Garcia, Ugas, he was Superman. After Crawford, man, you're like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, fam, y'all got me confused, dog. Like, y'all got to make your mind up. Now you saying that, yeah, man, he done. Well, we won't know if he's done until he come back. Now, if he just was to retire and don't fight anymore, then you can say officially he's done. But we won't know until he come back. I don't see fighters lose a fight. I ain't go through nowhere near what Errol Spence go through. And niggas on YouTube when they're talking about he done. Yeah, man, he done, dog. He cooked. He don't lost the fight. He done. True. Like, man, shit. True. Some of y'all the same people when the holler about still had hope in AB. No, AB boy, nigga. Hey, like, some of y'all the same. Like, AB been done a long time ago. AB was done after Marcos Maidana. Y'all remember that? After Marcos Maidana, Adrian Broner was done. We were still holding on. Yeah, dog, he gonna beat Mikey Garcia, dog. Mikey whooped his ass. Okay, AB, AB, this he finna get some get back. He fought Jesse Vargas. That was a draw. He really lost that, but they gave him a game of draw. Then he came back. No, he fought Sean Porter after Mikey, right? Fought Sean Porter. Sean Porter ran through him. He dropped Sean Porter in the 12th round, but Sean Porter beat him 11 rounds to 0. 11 rounds to 1. Sean Porter ran through him. Then he fought Manny Pacquiao. Y'all remember that? He went to holler about, yeah, man, you know what I mean? I want to thank the whole hood for coming out. You know what I mean? I love y'all. Y'all know I beat that boy. True. Y'all remember that? Did nobody want to accept the fact that AB was done after Maidana? I was saying that. I was like, man, I was holding on. I was holding on. I was holding on to AB. I was like, God, come on, AB, dog. Let your hands go. AB haven't let his hands go since. Since then, niggas have been taking a turn to kicking AB ass. AB got his tooth knocked out by Bladder Flair Cobb. He got his tooth knocked out by Bladder Flair. Bruh, Bladder Flair Cobb knock your tooth out your mouth, fam. Blair Cobb ain't no elite fighter like that. Like, for real, he's a really, really good shit talker. I like Blair Cobb. He's a good shit talker. Bladder Flair is what I call him. Bladder Flair. I like Bladder Flair now. But I like him for his shit talking capabilities. Boxing ain't really nothing that, you know what I mean? Ain't really nothing that, I'm going to be staying up late at night to watch Bladder Flair. You get what I'm saying? Nigga don't knock nigga AB, so AB been done. Like, we gotta see if Errol Spence decide to come back. That would tell us that would let us know if he's done or not. That would let us know. Now, if he get another ass whooping after that, or whatever, then it's like, okay, cool. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If he would have came back and fought the praying mantis, Sebastian Pandora, yeah, I think that would have put the nail in. That would have been a solidified ass whooping. True. That would have been a solidified ass whooping. See, some dudes I like for entertainment purposes. You know what I mean? So fans in the comment section feel some type of way about the response that Errol Spence gave. After the devastating loss to Terence Crawford, Spence has been MIA. Spence fans don't want Spence to end his career on a sour note. Like, they don't want him to retire. They don't want him to retire after that. Damn, dog. Man, you gonna please, man, if you retire, dog. If Spence, let's say Spence don't come back. The lasting memory of Spence is what Crawford did to him. The arch enemy and nemesis of the Aerosexuals. Not the arch enemy of Errol Spence. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford are friends. There was never no beef with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. The beef came about from Aerosexuals and Terence Crawford fans. So you had the Errol Spence fans But then you had the radical element of the Errol Spence fans, which I branded Errol-sexuals. That came from me. Then you had the Terence Crawford fans, and then you had the Bud Buddies. So they going at it, they wallering, they going at it, walla. And there was a whole, it wasn't a bunch of Bud Buddies, but it was a whole bunch of Errol Spence fans. But it was deep. They had the entire LDBC, the entire state of Texas. They had LA, they had New York, like them niggas. They had. Now I ain't gonna lie. In this city here, they like Bud. They were like, we got Bud. And you know, so I heard Blue do a video, and he said that shout out to Blue Blood. He said, yeah, man, you know, he did a video. Now you know, Blue dropped by 10 videos a day. I can't keep up. I'm like, God damn, Blue, you dropped another video? Like, bro, listen. And a nigga on YouTube work harder than Blue. Bro, that dude, he dropped. Now him and Ness work hard too. Ness work hard as well. But Ness work hard. But Blue dropped more videos. Blue dropped more videos than Ben Laden. Y'all remember? Well, Ben Laden been dead. You know what I mean? According to, you know, he been dead. But I'm just saying. But when he was so-called on the run, and y'all remember after the World Trade thing happened in New York, RIP to everybody, you know, who was there, that tragic event. I can't really elaborate more into it, you know, because of YouTube policies and stuff. But y'all remember, they were looking, they quote unquote, we were looking for Ben Laden for 10 years. Every week, Ben Laden was dropping a new video. Yes, America, I am over here in Afghanistan in a cave. You guys cannot find me. You know, me and my lieutenant right here. This and that. All the shit looks staged. I said, okay, let me get this shit straight. So this motherfucker here, he the most wanted man on the planet. All, you know, he you know what I mean? And he dropping more videos than Diddy. And then Diddy, you know, then he dropping more videos than Diddy. I said, yeah, man, all these goddamn videos, these motherfuckers dropping dog. I don't know about this shit here. Yeah, I don't know about this shit here. Then niggas went to dudes with the shut down that YouTube channel. That's when you know you a true Errol-sexual. That's when you know you a true Errol-sexual. When you have a boxing channel and you say, you know what, dog, I'm just gonna shut this shit down, dog. I ain't wanna do boxing no more, dog. I don't wanna do boxing no more, dog. I remember the brother, the good brother over there. He put a post on his community tab. He say he changed the name of his channel. I ain't gonna say no name. Changed the name of his channel, and he said, if anybody who following me for boxing, please unsubscribe and leave. This is not a boxing channel. True. I got the receipts. I took a screenshot of it. I say, damn. Niggas was crying, snot coming out their nose. I'm like, damn, dog, you know, I mean, RIP to your grandmother, man. Your grandmother passed away. You wasn't crying at the funeral. No, man, I wasn't crying at grandma's funeral. But why are you crying at this? Man, Errol lost, man. I don't like what he did to Errol, man. Like, man, it don't make no sense. Man, you do know that your baby mama took the kids and she don't left with third lady Tyrone and she been gone for like 3 months. You ain't cry when that happened. No, I ain't cry about that. But what you cry? No, I don't like what he did, man. Man, fuck that nigga Crawford, man. I can't stand that black. I can't stand that black crispy ass nigga, dog. Oh, black nigga. I don't like niggas for a while anyway, dog. Man, fuck the niggas for a while. Niggas was crying. True. Niggas was crying. Bro, I seen dudes breaking down, crying. The dude, listen, I'm talking about dude. Y'all don't even like dog-skinned niggas, dog. I don't like dog-skinned niggas to this day. I don't even like dog-skinned niggas, dog. I don't like, man, don't like what he did to him, man. Bro, I said, nigga, is you crying? Is that snot coming out your nose? I know that ain't snot coming out your nose, dog. Bro, like, your girl left you, took the kids, went out of town with third lady Tyrone, you didn't cry. Grandma passed away, you didn't cry. Your homeboy man doing 30 years in the feds, you didn't cry. Your cousin got shot by Pookie, you didn't cry. But Errol Spence lose, and you know all the people. Errol Spence lost, the dude don't even know you exist. You know what I mean? You broke out crying. True. I said, damn, these niggas crazy. That's why I call them Errol-sexuals. Anyways, let's look at the comment section. We got to look at the comment section, right? Let's look at the comment section to see what the fans are talking about. In other news, my good brother Two-Tone, the superstar, is at it again. Tone be pissing me off. but I realized there's a method to his madness. I'm convinced Two-Tone say shit just to get niggas excited, just to get niggas mad.
To this day.
Hey,
True,
I see this nigga.
true.
You know, I envision Tone. I can't wait to meet that brother. I envision Tone being in the lab, being in his office, rubbing his hands together like the Birdman. What is it that I can say that's gonna piss these niggas off today? Let me see. What is it I can say? Oh, I can say Ryan Garcia is the GOAT. Okay, I pissed them niggas off. I can say Ryan Garcia is one of the new four kings of today's era. You know what I mean? Okay, that'll piss them off. I can say I can compare Robert Garcia. I compare not Robert Garcia. What's my man name? Ryan Garcia. I can compare Ryan Garcia. I can compare him to Roberto Duran. Yeah, that's it. I do that. I'm like, oh hell no.
True.
Oh no.
True.
I said, I'm convinced. I'm convinced. I said, this nigga here going too far. Told doing this shit on purpose. I said, he got a smirk on his face. I said, you know what? When he got the smirk on his face, I already know what time it is. I on the boxing boy, him and this. I said, he got this smirk on his face. He think he's slick. I ain't falling for it. Anyways, Two-Tone the Superstars at it again. In a recent show on the Boxing Boys, shout out to them boys over there at the Boxing Boys, Tone drew a comparison to Ryan Garcia and Roberto Duran by saying Duran went 1-4 against the four kings. Well, Duran was one of the four kings. Of the old. Well, there's only one four kings. It's Hagler, Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Roberto Duran. So he kind of like, he was trying to paint a picture, and I get what he was trying to do, but at the same time, he was pissing niggas off.
True.
Now, he ain't pissing the casuals off, because the casuals don't know nothing. But I'm saying, like, somebody like myself, I said, oh, so that's what we doing today. This what we doing today. So anyway, so he said that, Tone said that, he said that Roberto Duran went 1-4 with the Kings, Hagler, Hearns, and he lost twice to Sugar Ray. You get what I'm saying? Tone is saying that Ryan can still be great like Duran. Now, I have no problem with Tone saying Ryan can be great. Still be great. I never knew he was great. You guys know I've been one of Ryan Garcia, even before the racist rants. Because you guys know I look at Ryan Garcia as a flaming racist. Him and Teofimo Lopez. I stand on that. So even before the open racism of Ryan Garcia, I've always, you guys know, you've been over here watching me for years. Keno, shout out to Keno from North Carolina. Keno used to always tell me he was a diehard Ryan Garcia fan. Yeah, coach, Ryan, boy. Oh no, what you think Ryan gonna do to Tank? And I call Ryan the selfie king. I call him the Instagram model. Y'all, I know, I listen. I'm one of his biggest haters. I'm one of his biggest haters, and I say that respectfully.
True.
I'm a proud hater of Ryan Garcia. Proud. It ain't a motherfucker on this planet that hate Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez more than me. Literally, I hate both of them motherfuckers equally. You get what I'm saying? To be honest with you, but I love Roberto Duran. Love Roberto Duran. You get what I'm saying? I met Roberto Duran in LA. Love Roberto Duran. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Tony saying that Ryan can still be great like Roberto Duran, even if he loses to the modern day four kings. Let's start right there. There are no modern day four kings. Let's just dispel this right here. Now, this is something that somebody came up. I don't know who came up with this four king stuff. I don't know if it was Mike Carpenter or whatever, right? But whoever came up with this need to be shot. You know what, dog? Don't even worry about it, dog. Just line up right here. Y'all take him, line him up on the wall right there. Again, YouTube, I'm just joking. I don't mean it. I don't want YouTube or Instagram thinking that I'm promoting violence. I'm not. It was a joke. You got to say that because the algorithm be like, yeah, man, he threatening people. No, I ain't threatening nobody. I'm just, it's a joke. And I don't mean it. All right. But y'all get what I'm saying, though. It should be capital punishment. You know what, dog? You say that dumb ass shit one more time. You say that dumb ass shit one more goddamn time. I know something.
True.
One more time. Anyways. There are no 4 kings. None. There's not a 1 king, 2 king, 3 kings. No, there's none. There's none of them. None of them. You get what I'm saying? The dudes that they call the 4 kings, Lord Hammer, they might be the 4 things. They might be the 4 means. They might be the 4 Zaylee Zings, or hell, you can even call them the 4 queens if you want to. But 4 kings? No, sir. No. Oh, no. No, sir. I don't know who came up with that shit. Whoever came up with that. He need to get a Dolomite. He need to get a Dolomite pimp slap.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches. Fight another bomb.
You know, with the backhand on the brown side. Listen. On the brown side. On the brown side. You get what I'm saying? This is by far, I ain't gonna lie. This is by far the funniest shit I've heard since 1979. The first error is calling Tank, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and I forgot who the other guy is. It's one of the 4 kings. That's the first mistake. Number 2, there's nothing great about Ryan Garcia outside of him being a racist, a drug cheat, and an Instagram model.
True.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, he do have a nice left hook. He got a nice left hook. He got that, but Rolly Romero and Tank Davis neutralized that. He is the selfie king. That's it. Now, he is a king, but he's a selfie king. If someone were to tell me that Ryan Garcia is one of the 4 selfie kings, then I could go for that. Now, if you say, yeah, he's one of the 4 selfie kings, you know what? You're right. You got me, dog. You got me. You're right about that. It is what it is. But comparing this fool to Roberto Duran is a joke that only my good brother, two-toner superstar, can come up with. Let's get into the show. Today's show has been sponsored by Foster's Barbershop. If you're in the city of Tampa and you want to get a nice haircut, please go to Foster's Barbershop. Download the app Booksy. Download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. And you can book an appointment to go to Foster's Barbershop, get your nice haircut, tiki bar in the back. Tiki hut in the back with a tiki bar, and we have golf. You can play golf in the back as well. Nice facility to go get a haircut at. Nice place. You don't have to worry about being in a long line. It ain't a whole bunch of people there. Make your appointment. You go in. It's gonna be in and out. It's gonna be a quick haircut. No Diddy. It's gonna be a quick haircut. You ain't gonna be in there. You know how you go in the barbershop. you got them barbers. Foster used to cut my hair when I was young. Shout out to Mr. R.I.P. to Mr. Foster. And Foster, when I go and sit down in the chair, I say Foster. I say, Mr. Foster. He said, yeah. He said, yeah. He talked real fast. He said, yeah, young blood. What's going on, young blood? What's going on, boy? Now look at him. Now, I've been cutting your hair since he was a jitterbug. Now I've cutting your hair since you was a baby, boy. Well, I remember when your mama first brought you up here, boy. He go to laugh and the kiki. Yeah. How Betty Jean doing? Betty doing okay? She doing okay? How your daddy doing? So I say, Foster, I got somewhere I got to be. I got somewhere I got to be at 1:00. It's 11. Foster, I got somewhere I got to be at 11 o'clock. It's at 1:00, right? I got to be out of here by 1. It's 12 o'clock right now, Foster. Is there any way you can get me out of here in like 30 minutes? Oh yeah, go ahead and sit down. Go ahead and sit down now. So you gonna sit down, right? Somebody come through the door. Foster go to talking. He'll be like, he'll go to cutting your hair a little bit. Somebody come in. Hey, Johnny, what's up there, boy? Oh, goddamn Johnny. He go to laughing and stuff. And he don't put the clippers up. He holding the clip. I'm just sitting there like, okay, shit. No, Foster. Okay, Foster. It's been about 5 minutes don't went by, dog. You still talking to Johnny. I told you that I needed to be somewhere. That was Foster. That was Foster. Foster, boy, have a nigga in there all day. R.I.P. to Foster, man. Boy, I hate barbers like that. I love Foster. I do. But I'm like, boy, I had another barber like that too. I had another barber named Donnie. He passed away. He from Flint, Michigan. Is he? No. He from Saginaw, Michigan. R.I.P. to Donnie. Man, Donnie, man, we go in there, man. He a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan. He love the Cowboys and he love the Lakers. And man, Donnie will have you in there all day, dog. Like, I come sit down in the chair. There's a store like this when I lived in down in Miami. I used to go to this barbershop called Cutting Corners. It's on the corner of Pembroke Road and 37th Street, right there in Miami, right? Well, 37th Street turns into I forgot what road it turned into, but it's right on the corner of Pembroke. If you from Pembroke Pines or in that area over there, anywhere down in South Florida, you know what I'm talking about. Man, it's in the plaza, right? Man, it was a corner store right there. I'll go sit down in the chair. Hey, Malachi. Yeah, man. Hey, just give me 1 minute. I'm finna go down to the store and play with numbers. What the fuck you mean? What the fuck you mean? You finna go down to the store and play your numbers? So I sit down in the chair. He put the cape around my neck. Then he tell, okay, hold on. He want to take a lunch break. I'll be right back. Give me about 10 minutes. He gonna go down and play number. You want to play the lotto? You want to play the lotto, dude? Why you couldn't do all that before I got here, fam? You know I got somewhere I got to go. I don't like sitting up in this barbershop all day. Niggas want to argue. They want to talk about politics. They want to talk about religion. Bro, I ain't finna be arguing. Look, man, I'm trying to get up out of here, fam.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Nigga want to go play the lottery and yeah, I ain't play my tickets, man. You know, listen, you know the Dragon Ball. Listen, you know what it say, the Dragon Ball you know the Powerball. The Powerball almost at $1 billion. You know that, right? I'm like, man, what that got to do with you cutting my hair, fam? I told you I had somewhere I had to be, dog. No, I got to go to court, man. The people, listen, the people talking about locking me up for contempt of court, man. What you gonna do? Yeah, man, no, just tell your barber. No, just tell the judge that I had you in the barbershop. Man, the people don't want to hear that. Tell the judge I had you in the barbershop, dog. Just tell I had in the barbershop. Man, the people don't want to hear that shit, man. You had me in the barbershop. What the fuck that mean? Yeah, man, I told him, no, a nigga got somewhere he got to go. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Hey, shout out to Mr. Nice. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said that was calling him the eye collector. Yep. Had Michael Irvin cussing and all. Bud committed, he said Bud committed cult genocide. Shh. Shout out to Mr. Nice again. Hey, okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said they even blame Big X, the plug for the loss. Oh, yeah, Big X won't them out. Yeah, Big X the plug. Yeah, they did. They said he was a clone. He was on Sniggity. Crawford was on Sniggity. Snack. But bro, the stuff these dudes did, the coke was crazy. Hey, shout out to Leonardo. Hey, okay. Jumping that $2 super chat. He said the four could have been more like it. The 4 could have been more like it. I mean, you know what? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that at all. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I disagree with that. But anyways, shout out to everybody.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
They had this one dude used to have me crying, bro. This one dude used to, yeah, dog. They would give me presentations, PowerPoint presentations. Yeah, dog. See right here, bam. See right here on that fateful day. This was the day that his baby mama gave him some edibles that they got from Mike Tyson. They blame Mike Tyson. It made him sleepy. You know what? That really wasn't him, dog. That was a clone. They said it was a clone. It was a clone. Yeah, dog, that was a clone, dog. I forgot what that dude name. There's a YouTube channel out there. He hate Terence Crawford with a passion, boy. That nigga hate Bud with a passion. But he's funny. He's funny. He's a flaming aerosexual. He wears aerosexualness with pride. But I forgot that dude name. This nigga was funny, dog. He always looking at the camera, mad. Face proud, nigga look like he got arthritis in the face. You know, he would have told, yeah, I was a clone, dog, and yeah, I'm doing a power. Y'all show we going live tonight at 8 o'clock. I'm finna show y'all this PowerPoint presentation on what happened. How Sniggity Snack, him, Janitor Marty, it was a bunch of them. Boss and Shigo, Fag None, but they were doing PowerPoint presentation. Yeah, dog. See right here. See on the 17th, on the 17th of Christmas. My tulip gave to me some edibles that make you sleepy. On the second day of July, my tulip gave to me 2 edibles that make you sleepy and some sniggity snack. On the third day of July, my tulip gave to me two edibles that make you sleepy, 1 sniggity snack, and a clone that's falling from the tree. Oh, these niggas was making all kind of, they were just making up shit. Hey, shout out to Mr. Tomato Can. They were just making up shit, bro. I was like, God damn. Yeah, then Victor Conte came on the show. Y'all remember I had Victor Conte on here? Victor Conte came over here, and Victor Conte gave him, he threw a dog a bone. Victor Conte told him fools, he said, you know what Errol Spence, y'all remember he came over here and said on this show. First time he ever said it. He said, yeah, Errol Spence, what happened, Errol Spence suffered from high altitude sickness. He was trying to cut weight the week of the fight, and he was running up the mountain to cut weight. If you know anything about, Las Vegas, being out west, you get high altitude sickness. You don't do that the week of the fight. And then they took that and ran with it. Yeah, dog, Victor Conte, yeah, he said that Smith suffered from a high altitude sickness. You get what I'm saying?
True.
I know it was something. I know it was something because, shit, he I said, wait a minute. Y'all were the same niggas that was saying the eye collector, the Crawford ain't fought nobody. He too light in the ass. Bro, y'all remember they were selling t-shirts? they were selling strap season t-shirts. Y'all remember that? They were selling strap season t-shirts. They were selling strap season t-shirts. Yeah, man. But Errol Spence made, I heard Errol Spence made about $50 million on them shirts. I said, damn, but listen, he got them niggas good. He got them good too. I said, I heard Errol Spence made about 50 mil. He made 25, him and Crawford made $25 million a piece fighting each other. And then, but Spence made another 50 million on the back end of the t-shirts. T-shirts. He made t-shirts. I'm like, yeah, dog. You see this shirt, dog? You see what this shirt say? This shirt say strap season, dog. Yeah, we knocking on the door. See, we knocking on the door. Boy, don't even want to open the door, dog. You see your people through. Bro, I remember them days. Boy, I remember them days like it was yesterday. So, Blue Blood said something I totally disagree with, but I get what he was saying. He said that it was a shocking fight. No one expected Errol Spence to lose like that. And that's not true. If you've been over here on my channel, I was the one that was yelling from the heavens. I made $3,000 that day. I made $150 betting Keno, who be in the chat. He sent me that bread up front. That was cool. I think somebody from Orlando, is it the Martin from Oakland? No, I wasn't Martin from Oakland. It was somebody from Orlando. We had a $500 bet, and he sent that to me via cash. He sent that to me. I told him to send it to me via Cash App. Send it to me via Cash App. If I lose, you're gonna get your 5 plus 5, and then Keno, if I lose, you're gonna get $150 Cash App that night on the show right there. You know what I mean? But he sent the super chat, and I told him, man, you sending me a super chat, YouTube take 30% of that. So that's $150. So the bet of $350. So we in a bet. So I won that. But I was the one that was. I said, nah, dog. He gonna be shot. This dude, man. I said, listen. I said the man too flat-footed. I said too flat-footed, bro. I told y'all exactly what was gonna happen. And I said I got Bud stopping Spence by the 10th round. Go back and listen to any of them videos. I said it. I was the one that was saying it. I said, nah, he gonna. You get what I'm saying? Like literally. Listen, nothing beats receipts. I was the only channel that was saying it. The only YouTube channel in boxing that was saying it. Everybody in the chat, y'all were looking at me like I was crazy. Y'all thought I was crazy. Oh man, he just ride with, but no, I say no. I'm telling you, dude, this is how it's gonna be. I was saying it. You know what I mean? Oh man, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Anyways. Yeah, so I was the one that was saying it. Facts. Then the show we did after that, it was amazing. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I made so much money on that fight. I was like, God damn, boy. You know what made, and I told you what made me so sure. When I went to Omaha, I interviewed Bomac. Y'all saw that interview. I uploaded that. I interviewed Bomac. And Bomac broke it down to me so eloquently. He said, look. He said he too flat-footed. I've been studying this kid since the amateurs. He too flat-footed. He too robotic. He made too many mistakes that no one has been able to capitalize on. When I had that conversation with Bud, that interview, I said, you know what? I'm right. I'm all in. I'm all in. And then I saw how the training camp was going. I saw some of the stuff that he was doing with his strength and conditioning coach, Chet and Ashley. I was like, oh yeah. I was convinced. Anyways, but shout out to Errol Spence, man. I really appreciate Errol Spence. Let's listen to what he had. I want to show y'all this post, and it was very, very telltale. But before we get into the show, I got to say all praise is due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that sarcastically, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I got to be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember I used to say, man, you know that boy alcoholic, man. He can't stop drinking. I had all the aerosexual. They was attacking me. Y'all said all that. Then Spence came out and admitted on his Instagram post, on his Twitter post. He said the worst thing I ever did was started drinking. I can show it to you. If he haven't deleted it, I can go there and show it to you. I was saying that over here forever. I had all the YouTube channels attacking me. I was the only one, fam, the only one that I know of. I think there were some other ones, but I was the one that was taking the heat. I was taking the heat, nigga. I had the Shigo army, the Fagnon army, the entire LDBC army. Because it was so many of them. It was so many like pro PBC channels. The Boxing Voice was on it too. They was on it too. Shout out to Ness, but they was on that too. Go back and look at that that content, what was going on around that time. They was on it too. It was just so many of them, and it was just one me. But you know what I mean? But I stood on business. I stood on business though. Like for real, I stood on business like a motherfucker. Like for real, I like, yeah, man. And then now, motherfucker swept that under the rug. Now, I do want to see Spence come back, because we don't know if he's done until he's done. I can't say that. I can't. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to say that he's finished unless he officially retires or he fights again. Because I want to see what he look like. Or when he fights again, if he don't look, if he look bad, let's say he fight Poach Chop Willie. If he fight Poach Chop Willie and he's struggling with Poach Chop Willie, if he fighting the hog head cheese and he's struggling with hog head cheese, then I can say, you know what? Yeah, dog, he ain't look good against hog head cheese, dog. Now, even though hog head cheese, he 12-3 in the hood. He 12-3 in the hood. Poach Chop Willie 15-0. So if we struggle with Poach Chop Willie, shouty big nuts, you get what I'm saying? Hobo Sam, but he don't want to fight none of them. You know what I mean? He said he want to fight. I will take tune-ups. He said he don't take tune-ups. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to sit back and say the brother's finished. I don't want to say that. But shout out to the Tenderonis, the PYTs, and the Honey Dips. Happy Memorial Day, and shout out to the Snow Bunnies.
See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. And with the lights, so she's my sweet Dr. Green. Touch my nose, this lover's got is so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control.
It's me against the light.
Snow bunny.
Moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth, soft feel.
No, that's
Dancing in the light. With my snow bunny love.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Hold on, man. Let me go ahead and make sure that you guys can hear me right quick. Hold on, make sure y'all can hear me. Let's go over here and see what this post talking about. All right, we good. Y'all can hear me. See what this post talking about. Now, I want y'all to see this. See this post right here. So this brother right here, All Things Boxing, 817. You guys can see. This brother voices his concern. This brother right here says, man, it's been a long time when it's cold outside. Girl, who are you holding? He say, man, it's been a long time, Spence. If you're not gonna box, so this is how we said it. If you not going, GON boxing. If you're not going boxing, you need to go ahead and announcer ANNOUCR. You need to go ahead and announcer retirement. Quit keeping your loyal fan base hoping and guessing. That's what my brother said.
True.
Let me read that one more time. Man, it's been a long time. If you not going boxing, you need to go ahead and announcer retirement. Quit keeping your loyal fan base hoping and guessing. The big fish, not to take it lightly. The big fish says, Ben said, I'll come back when I'm ready. I am, capital. No one. KNO. No, like I know you. No one rushing me to do shit. Lord have mercy.
True.
Now, Errol Spence has made some good money. And Errol Spence, from what I've learned, they say Errol Spence don't blow his money on crazy stuff. And he get a drink or two every now and then, but outside of that, he don't blow his stuff on crazy stuff. He ain't like, he ain't about, like, you ain't gonna see Errol Spence with Benny the jeweler. You ain't gonna see Errol Spence talk about some, yeah, I got you ain't gonna see Errol Spence put in the Edgar Berlanga. Errol Spence don't get down like that. He a low-key dude. Spence ain't gonna be like, yeah, man, I got 8 carats on one ear and I got another 8 on the other ear. This stone right here, this one right here I got from Temu. This right here, this 5 carat right here. Then, man, damn, big. Then I got another 3 carats right there. I got that from Temu too, right? Then then my other. You ain't gonna see Spence doing that. You ain't gonna see Spence on there. Yeah, give it Terror Squad a shout out. Yeah, man. Shout out Joey Crack, man. Terror Squad, man. Man down. Shout out Terror Squad. Joey Crack. You know what I mean? Yeah, how we do it, baby. Pistol Pete, man. Shout out Pistol Pete, man. Man, shout out you, man. Where you was at that night up at Crawford, man? I need you that time, man. Yeah, man, they told me I brought the wrong rapper out last time. The wrong rapper. Spence don't blow his money like that. He got him a farm. He got him some cows and chickens. He's a country boy. He got him a farm, some cows and chickens. That's it. He gonna go out there and feed the chickens. He got couple of hogs, which I'm gonna tell you something. It's good to have some animals on your land. That's good for tax purposes. You got some animals on your land, that's good for tax purposes. Now you got to feed the animals, but I'm just saying, country boy, cows, chickens, hogs, you know what I mean, horses, you get what I'm saying, so, you feel me? So that's what he doing. He ain't doing that. While the Puerto Rican assassin, Edgar Berlanga, is spending his money on diamonds and ice, Errol Spence buying land.
True.
He buying land in Hennessy. He like that. He like that hen, nigga. Like that Hennessy now. Like that Hennessy. My cousin like Hennessy too. That's my cousin's favorite drink. That nigga drank Hennessy all the time. We call it hen dog. If you ain't from the hood, then we call it hen dog where I'm from. But I got some of that hen dog, boy. Got that hen dog, huh? Yeah, I got some of that hen dog. It is what it is. Shout out to the face boss.
Hey. Yeah. Oh, that look good. How much fun?
So what I wanted to do, I wanted to see what the people had to say. Because there's a lot of comments. There's a lot of comments on this post. You know, we do this for the people, by the people, of the people, because we come from the people. So it's only right that we look and see what the people have to say, because the people have a say in this. The people have an emotional interest. They are emotionally invested in their favorite fighter, and they feel that they are part of the negotiations, and they feel that, you know, they help make decisions. They feel that they are part of the team. You get what I'm saying? So let's see what this brother has to say. This brother say, Errol Spence gonna tell me nobody rushing me to do shit. That's what this brother say. But Errol Spence has now fought since July of 2023. Exclamation mark. So he's passionate. Anytime you see somebody use an exclamation mark or all caps, that means they are dead. They dead serious.
True.
You know what I mean? That means they are dead serious. I'm just saying, man, don't you know, man? You get what I'm saying? So this dude upset. He said over 600 days, it's been the last time Errol Spence has fought. It's been an extremely long time, Errol. Are you a brand? He said, he say, you are a brand, a business. You are a brand, a business. Okay. This is exactly what he said right here. Errol, you are a brand, a business. And you're the fighting pride. Now, I guess he's trying to say you are, right? He forgot the hyphen right here, but don't worry about it. He said, and you're the fighting pride of Dallas, Texas. Well, actually, he's from DeSoto, Texas. You know, just want to throw that out there, right? He said, you can't keep your loyal fans in the dark, hoping and guessing. You only took one loss to another legend, Big Fish. I want you to come back and show that Dallas, Texas don't give up easily.
True.
That's what I'm talking about, fam. That's what I'm talking about. You know, Dallas, Texas don't give up easily. But if you're not going box, that's cool. But announce retirement then. Quit keeping us in the dark, Negro. This this shout out to this brother here. All Things Boxing 817. Y'all please go follow this brother. He got a lot of Instagram followers. This brother right here said, boy, this dude, this brother right here said, bro. This brother right, all things positive. Let them know, fam. Let them know. Because we do this for the people, by the people, of the people, because we come from the people. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Sometimes you got to run off on the plug.
Ran off on the plug twice.
Sometimes.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
If y'all think I'm lying, just go Google it.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
That man didn't have to tell Errol Spence that.
That's wrong, isn't That's wrong. He did nothing to you.
Anyways, the brother said, he said, Errol Spence gonna tell me nobody rushing me to do shit. But Errol Spence is not false since July 2023, over 600 days. It's been extremely a long time. Errol, you are a brand and a business. I guess he forgot to put in. He said, and you're the fighting pride of DeSoto, Texas. Dallas, Texas. He said, you can't keep your loyal fans in the dark, hoping and guessing. Hey, he ain't get the memo. He ain't get the memo now. Now some of his loyal fans, they just packed up their channel. Yeah, dog, I'm finna start me on OnlyFans now, dog. I ain't covering boxing no more, dog. We doing OnlyFans at this point. We doing OnlyFans right now. One leg up contest. That's it. We ain't listen. We ain't doing no more boxing over here no more, dog. He said you only took one loss to another legend, Big Fish. I want you to come back and show that Dallas, Texas don't give up easily. But if you're not going to box, that's cool. But announce retirement then. So he's giving Errol Spence. Now this is a diehard Errol Spence fan. I don't know if he's Errol-sexual or not. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I got to go back and look at some old posts to see what he was saying. I don't know yet. But so I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna label him that. I'm gonna just call him a diehard Errol Spence fan. But this is a diehard Errol Spence fan. He's saying, look, we need to know something. We tired of hoping and guessing. We tired of that. You either gonna tell us that doggone, if you ain't gonna fight no more, then at least announce the retirement. You gotta tell us something. Quit keeping us in the dark, Negro. That's what he said.
That's wrong, isn't That's wrong. He did nothing to you.
All praises due to Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman.
Now, this what the brother said. Now, if I would have came over here and told y'all that, y'all wouldn't have believed me. One thing about Coach Malachi, when I say something, I had a receipt.
True.
So let's look at the comments. This brother right here say, at least he responded. This dude right here named A. Woods. A. Woods he say, bro, leave that nigga alone. He don't owe nobody nothing. You sound like a groupie. Ooh. Oh. Now, you guys do know. Now, I'm not saying this brother all things boxing is groupie, but you guys do know that what do I call these extreme male boxing fans? I call them male groupies. Y'all know that? Isn't that what I call them? I say, man, these niggas, these dudes male groupies, fam. Shout out to Lions Boxing Media. They literally, they male groupies. Again, I'm not saying this brother all things boxing is a male groupie. I have to see more stuff. But it's funny he said that. And I told y'all, these dudes, they're not fans of boxing. They're fans of a certain boxer. They're not fans of the sport of boxing. They're fans of a certain fighter. That's why they take it so personal. Because they are living their lives vicariously through that fighter. They are emotionally invested. When you see another one, like literally online, when they like you can just envision them contorting their faces. They are emotionally invested. Shout out to the Nick and Nita show. Jesse Aguilar, salute. Shout out to the lovely Miss Black Panther. He say he sound like a groupie. Let's continue. Let's go back. This dude right here said exactly. Shout out to Curtis Robinson. This brother right here say, facts, if Spence do rush, nobody knows what the doctor told him. I guess men just supposed to be robots. Yeah. He said it wasn't fair when he didn't have a chance to recover from his eye. Let him recover. He gave y'all 4 fights against snack fighters. He said he gave y'all 4 fights against snack fighters, man. They was on that snack. He said against snack fighters by Victor Conte. Jesus Christ, back to back. Let him recover, please. None of them are doing that. Yeah, man, that's sneaky snack. You get, hey, go Bernie the Boxer. Bernie the Boxer he said, I respect the response. We just miss you in the square circle. 160, 154 is yours for the taking. You are Dallas. We ready to stand up with you again. Yeah, so shout out to Bernie the Boxer. Yeah, man, you know what I mean? No, not Bernie the Boxer, my bad. The Boxer Broker, my bad. I thought it was Bernie the Boxer. My fault. That's a lie. I misread. I'm high.
True.
Y'all know I'm on that stick Iggy.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
And I got glaucoma too. I'm just joking about that. Anyway, so the Boxer Broker says, I respect the response. We just miss you in the square circle. 160, 154 is yours for the taking. You are Dallas. Yeah, Errol Spence is Dallas. You know what I mean? Dallas ain't been the same since July 29th. Dallas ain't been the same, dog. It ain't been the same. Since they say since Mo 3 passed away, since Mo 3 got murked, and doggone and Errol Spence got beat by Crawford. They say Dallas ain't been the same. That's what they say. Anyways, this brother right here says, he say definitely because Keith wants to smoke. I'm trying to see something. This dude said he dog walked Thurman in my opinion. Thurman is not even close to what he used to be. Well, I don't know what we're going to know. They got to get in the ring to fight. Shout out to Curtis Robinson. He said, I respect your opinion. I think Keith got 2 good fights left in the tank. Freddie Jordan says there's a big difference between being a fan and being in the ring. He say most people don't understand the physical and mental toll boxers takes. Okay, guess what? He right about that. But guess what? Boxers do that voluntarily. this is a sport that they chose to do. They chose to get punched in the face. They chose to run those miles, tear their body down, do all those hours of sparring. That's the choice they made. I respect the fact that they made that choice. You get what I'm saying? That choice comes with risk. That's the reality of the situation. They knew what it was. They knew what it was when they signed up for it. You dig? So this guy said, especially at that elite level, he said real fans respect the fighter's journey, setbacks, and safety. Real fans respect the fighter's journey, setbacks, and safety. It is easy to sit on the sidelines and talk. Facts. It's a whole different world living in it. And you know what? If you're a real fan, and this is the thing, right? You see this all the time over here on social media. Like, dude, like they'll drop a fighter quick. If they fight listen, you'll see a fighter get dropped in a fight. Man, he got knocked down. He can get dropped. He can get knocked down, get back up, and win the fight and stop the dude, or just win the fight. Man, he got knocked down, dog. And I'm like, fam, this is the hurt business. The guy who you're fighting is a world-class fighter. Unless you got a tomato can in there. But anyways, he got gloves and he's punching back as well. Boxing is like life. This is how I know a lot of these niggas on YouTube and boxing, they ain't been through nothing. Because you'll throw a fighter away because he got knocked down. You get knocked down in life, fam. You got fired from your job, that's a knockdown. You might have went to jail, that's a knockdown. You might have got evicted from your apartment, or got a house foreclosed on you, or you got your car repossessed. I don't have 2 cars repossessed in my lifetime. Those are called knockdowns in life. You don't judge a man at his lowest point. You see if he overcome it. You don't relish. Now, what I'm saying is you don't relish in that. Yeah, he got knocked down, but he got back up and he finished. If you're breathing, you're going to get knocked down. If you're fighting, you're going to get hit. That's the risk that you take. This is the path that you chose to go down. This is the career that you chose. That comes with it. You get what I'm saying? What you thought? Motherfucker just going to step in the ring? Say, this is what happened. Motherfucker get knocked down, they throw him away. That's why I told her these are different boxing. It took me a while to figure it out, but I get it. No, this ain't, the modern, that's why I say the modern day American boxing fan is different. It's not the same when I was watching it in the 90s, the 80s and 90s. It's not the same. In the early 2000s. It's not the same. The fan base here now is, they divide the pie. They divide the pie. You get what I'm saying? They divide the pie. And you can tell who they are just based on what they say. Anyway, let's continue. Let's see. This brother right here says, he tells all things boxing. He said, I'm with you, fam. It's been too long. And in the cool, boxing ain't been the same without Spence. Some would say boxing ain't been the same without Spence or Deontay Wilder. To this day. You know what I mean? They miss when Wilder used to be Bomb Squad. They missed that. Bomb Squad got put out by Tyson Fury, though. And then Joe Joyce. And then not Joe Joyce. Joseph Parker. And then Zay Lee Zane, the Chinaman. I call Big Bang Zane, I call him the Chinaman, right? He say it's been too long. Like, y'all remember my song about Anita Baker? Well, been so long. Been so long. I'm missing you, baby. That boy, I love that. Been so long like Anita Baker. It's been so long, baby. That's all. Hey, so Spence fans are just saying, Spence, look here, man. It's been so long, man. We ain't the game ain't been the same without you, baby. We need you. Dallas ain't been the same. You get what I'm saying? But listen, between Mo 3 and Spence, they say Dallas ain't been the same. They looking for a glimmer of hope. They looking for a glimmer of hope. They looking for some light. Give them something. You get what I'm saying? That dude say boxing ain't been the same without Spence. He was the only one fighting top guys back to back. Now he's stuck with Turkey playing matchmaker. Well, how is Spence stuck with Turkey? I mean, he still got Al Heyman. You get what I'm saying? Like, how was Spence stuck with Turkey when he still got Al Heyman?
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman.
Call Al, cat. I'm Dad Texas. Y'all remember that? I mean, he still got Al. How was he stuck with Turkey when he got Al? You know what I mean? Now, I will admit, can't nobody find out, or nobody know where he at, but that's neither here nor there. He's still there in spirit. This guy here said, respectfully, that wasn't the same Spence that we knew. So this what the people talking about in the chat, man. This guy said it was. He was in shape. He was pumped up emotionally because it was his biggest lead up to the biggest fight. It's how he, you know, this guy, I guess he trying to say what happened, this and that. So he, he said multiple times, drew blood early and brutally embarrassed him. Okay. Somebody got a gift of Terence Crawford. This guy said a real fan wants to see him healthy, 100%. He said that man been through it all and still here. Let's be real fans and just be blessed he's here. He's still here. He said that crash could have took him out for good. See, this is the thing, right? People talk about the car crash, stuff like that. I say, look, and I've always said this. I pissed a lot of Errol Spence fans off, but it was true. I told the truth. I say, bro, y'all, the car crash was a self-inflicting car crash. Like he left the club, pissy drunk. I have the picture. Some say he was being chased by Mo 3, speeding, and he ended up flipping his car over. We saw the video. You know what I mean? That was self-inflicted. But that's what I initially thought. But then I heard that, I don't know how true this is because I don't live in Dallas. But I watch all of the hip-hop blogs. I watch Rainwater. I watched shout out to E over there, Boss Talk Radio. I watch Boss Talk Radio a lot. Shout out to E. I remember when all that was going on. Shout out to Just Say No to Sko. I think Sko from Houston. I don't know exactly where he's from. He might be in Dallas. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So I listen to everybody. I listen to more non-boxing content now than boxing content, to be fair. You know, because the boxing content, it gets boring at times. I need some other shit to listen to. You know what I mean? So like I kind of, you get what I'm saying? Especially the American shit. It's just the culture changed. But so you know, from what I was hearing, they say Mo 3 was chasing him. So if Mo 3 was chasing him, I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, he had no business getting behind that wheel drunk like that. If he had some real friends, real friends don't allow your homie to get in the car drunk like that. This man pissy drunk, man. That man ain't that go to show. That go to show them niggas ain't caring nothing about him. How y'all let this man get in the car drunk like that? If I'm out in the, like, I don't drink, right? I smoke weed, but I don't drink. So if I'm out in the club, one of my partners pissy drunk, and I'm around him, and I'm finna get ready to go. I'm not gonna let him drive. I'm like, homie, man, look, man, I got too much love for you, dog. I ain't gonna let you drive, dog. I'll drive you home or whatever, but I ain't letting you drive, fam. You fucked up. Like, you fucked up. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, I mean, they didn't give a damn about him like that. You get what I'm saying? So, but thank God he's still here. Anyways, it is what it is. Let me get ready to, let me see what we got. Yeah, these niggas had got emotional, but this shit was funny though. But I don't, as I said before, I don't think that he's done. I think, if he officially announces that he's done, then that's one thing. But you know, we gotta see what he look like. We gotta see what he look like when he come back. And when he come back, then we'll see. You know, I can't sit back and say that. You get what I'm saying? The shit was funny though, but I miss those days. I miss niggas calling, threatening me.
If you can do this, dead.
I miss niggas talking about they got shooters. But them aerosexual days, well, I miss them niggas. I ain't gonna lie, I miss them niggas. Like I named them. I'm the one who gave him that name, but I miss them though. I do kind of miss them now. I'm like, damn, dog. Cool. Hey, we used to have so much fun, and I used to flame them so much. You get what I'm saying? But you know, Spence is right. Again, as I said before, he's been out 2 years. You know, he's been out 2 years. He made some good money, and you know, so. He got, me personally, I don't want the last let's say Spence were to announce his retirement today. I don't want his last memory, the last memory of seeing him in the ring being the Crawford fight. Me personally, I don't want that. I don't want the last memory of seeing Spence in the ring being the Crawford fight. I would definitely love to see him get back in the ring and fight somebody else. You get what I'm saying? I don't want him to fight Sebastian Fedora though, not him. I think Sebastian Fedora is gonna beat the shit out of him myself. But I'm saying a light touch. I want to see him get back in there with a light touch. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to see him in there with no killer. No killer right now. Cause we gotta see what he like. We gotta see what he going to be like when he come back. So we'll see. It's all about boxing. Is all about matchmaking. So they match him up pretty good. Get him not to let his ego get too much involved and trust Al Heyman, because he went against Al that one time, and I'm glad he did, because had he not gone against Al, we never would have got the Crawford fight. So I appreciate him for doing that. But but we still got Al Heyman there. It is what it is. Al gonna do his stuff. I'm gonna drop the phone lines in a minute. One thing we not gonna do, I don't argue with niggas about your opinions about grown men. We don't do that. You know what I mean? Not me.
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad. Look at you. You mad. I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody.
Fuck, I look like arguing with a nigga about another nigga. It just where I'm from, dog. Where I'm from, we just cut from a different cloth. What I look like arguing with a nigga about another nigga? That's how you feel. That's how you feel. I really don't give a damn. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah, man. I'm like, damn, dog. We got. You know what? What would have been nice if we would have saw Spence come back on listen. You got Caleb Plant. You got Jamal Charlo fighting on the same card. That would have been nice. That would have been nice to see Spence fighting on that card. That would have been nice. To see him fighting on that card right there, that would have shown up been nice. Shout out, man. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. Shout out to Blue. We got one right here. Ain't go Blue over here. See, I saw this video right here. So I get all the alerts. Blue drop by 10 videos a day. I can't keep up. I was like, man, this nigga here, man. This nigga here, but between him and this, I can't listen. Them two are the hardest working mofos in boxing. Don't nobody work harder than them two niggas. Between him and this, he's let's see the intro. I know he go the intro. Let's see the intro one time. The intro that I love to hate.
Wow is all I can say. The truth, Errol Spence Jr. sends the boxing world and his fans a stern message. And
he said, I thought he was going to say, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy. Here you go. So listen. So anyway, look, man, listen, the hardest working man. Let me see. What a comment section at? Here you go, right here. This dude say, boxing fans, let's all move on from Errol. He's retired, but just not keeping it real with his fans. He doesn't have the fire or desire. You know what I mean? Or like, Tia Marie and Rick James, fire and desire. He doesn't have the fire or desire to step back into the ring. Plus, he's set for life financially. He is set for life. You get what I'm saying? This guy says, I don't blame him. F the fans. He gave us great fights. Tried to fight the best with no tune-ups, no stalling, and the fans turned on him. Hey, he said the fans turned on him. He said they clowned him even though he wasn't right in that fight. So I don't blame him at all. Enjoy your life, EJ. Go and talk to him, fam. He said it's been years. Ring rust is real. He should retire and enjoy the fruits of his labor. I think he's already enjoying that. He's enjoying the fruits. This guy say EJ is done. He say after that whooping from Crawford, he ain't never gonna be the same. I kind of disagree with that, fam. Bro, like, I don't want to throw a fighter away from losing one fight. At the end of the day, he lost the fight bad, but it's only one fight. And he's been away for 2 years. We have to find, like, we won't know if he's done or not until we see him get back in the ring or announce an official retirement. Clearly, he's not retired. So you get what I'm saying? So I don't know, fam. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't agree with him being done because it's not official. This guy say, my favorite boxer. I hate that he retired so early. This guy say EJ done more than enough. Take time off for real. You and the fam, champ. This guy say so sad. He say sad to say, but Spence is comfortable and is not coming back. Well, you know, it's kind of, as Marvin Hagler would say, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to wake up and want to compete and fight. You know, when you waking up to silk pajamas. When you wearing silk pajamas, Hagler said that, something of that sort. When you wearing silk pajamas now, dog, I remember the time I was on Main Street in the West Tampa housing projects. I remember when I used to have to put water in my cereal in order to you know what I mean, to eat the cereal because we didn't have no milk. I remember going to the welfare office once a month at the end of the month, getting that big block of government cheese and them book of food stamps that my mom and them used to get. You know what I mean? I remember them days. I remember going to the park and you had to know how to fight. You had to know how to fight. You get what I'm saying? Just to go to the park and go into the Frozen Cup lady house, watching the girls play tetherball. We used to play throw up tackle with the football, run into the ice cream truck. I remember those days. You get what I'm saying? And so, you know, so now I went from that to now I'm wearing silk pajamas. I'm driving Lambos with through-a-thigh doors. It's something about money and living a better lifestyle. It does something to a man. This is why you see Canelo walking on the stage. What Canelo have on? Canelo got Dolce & Gabbana pajamas on. Silk pajamas. Hey, shout out to Miss Black Panther. Canelo step on stage, Miss Black Panther, Dolce & Gabbana pajamas on. Shout out to Mr. Golden. When you see a man doing that, you already know what time it is. This brother right here said it best. He said silk pajamas. This guy said, I think it's more of EJ isn't taking a discount to fight than him being healthy. If he's not healthy, now he isn't coming back at his age. Yeah, I think Errol Spence is what, 35? He 35, right? He 35, right? You get what I'm saying? So, you know, this guy say everybody knows their body. He said everybody knows their body, and whether it's good or bad, Errol making sure his body is up to it or he'll retire, I guess. So, you know it is what it is. This guy said, let's cut to the bullshit. Crawford beat the fight out of Spence and he just don't got it anymore. I don't want to see him fight anymore. I disagree with that about the no fighting part. He said, I think Thurman will probably dog walk him at this point. Sad but true. Okay, he's entitled to his opinion. He said, I would like to see Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman next or Jamel versus Keith Thurman. All right. This guy right here says, I never thought that he was coming back. You know what I mean? Don't forget the whooping that he took. It was brutal. He said, let's give him 5 years like Pac. Then maybe, unless it's an exhibition, BS fight. This guy say this is stale news to me. I said after that beating that Bud, from Bud that he was finished. Yeah, I don't, again, the only way I'm going to know that Errol Spence is finished is if he officially retires or if he have another fight and he don't look good. I can't, you get what I'm saying? Like, how do you know somebody's finished just saw one loss? You can say, well, look how devastating the loss was. I seen Roberto Duran get knocked out by Tommy Hearns. Face planted. Came back and look what he was able to accomplish after that. Roberto, the legendary Roberto Duran. So, no, I can't say that. And now I'm not comparing Spence and Roberto Duran. I ain't doing no dumb shit like that. But I'm saying, nah, you get what I'm saying? Like, we got to see what he look like after his next fight. Now, once he have another fight and he look bad or look terrible, let's say he get in the ring Okay, like I'm gonna give you an example of somebody that's done. Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor, after becoming undisputed, he arguably lost to what the dude name he lost to. He fought him twice. I forgot the guy who Josh Taylor fought. He beat him, but he got robbed. He got robbed in that fight. Hey, who the dude was that Josh Taylor fought? Damn, Catterall. Yeah, Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall beat Josh Taylor. Jack Catterall got robbed. Josh Taylor did not look the same after those injuries or whatever he had. He didn't look the same after he became undisputed. Then he fought Jack Catterall again. Afterwards, he got beat or something of that sort. Then I think he fought Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez beat him pretty easy. That wasn't the same Josh Taylor that became undisputed. That was a different Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor don't look the same. Then he just lost. Like Josh Taylor, I can officially say Josh Taylor is done. Yeah, he's done. He ain't got it no more. Whatever he had, he ain't got it no more. That's over with for him. You get what I'm saying? But at least he became undisputed. He became undisputed. So we would have to see what he looked like after that. We have to see what he looked like. You get what I'm saying? That'll tell me everything I need to know. That'll tell me everything I need to know right there. We got to see what he look like. Other than that, I can't sit back and kick the man to the curb and say, "Oh yeah, man, Spence done, man." Now I do know that a lot of people feel that way, but some people feel that way. I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. When he come back, if he don't look good, then you can come to that conclusion. You get what I'm saying? But other than that, no, I don't think so. Like hell, Deontay Wilder keep coming back. Why to keep coming back? So you get what I'm saying? It is what it is. I gotta pull this up. Lord have mercy. Pretty boy Floyd. This pretty boy. Now I like this dude right here. Let me see. Yeah, this dude right here. I think this dude be on the Boston Boys. I think this was Troy. I like this. I like this right. I like the way he break down stuff because I pretty much do the same thing, but I like the way he do it. I love this. I'm a boxing junkie. Let's go.
This is why you're not like Floyd, because he could slip punches coming and walking you down on the inside and then going in your body off the slips like Mike McCallum was doing. That? Look how
Mike McCallum was great at this. This pretty boy Floyd. Pretty boy. Who some people like to, from a skill set standpoint, want to compare their favorite fighter to. True. Let's go.
Slipping and rolling, staying on the inside, and then going to the body off the slips. Going to the body off the slips. Once again, you're nothing like cousin.
Level.
Family. That
Blocking.
Floyd
Nice right cross by buddy.
Nothing. This is why you're not like Floyd, because he could
look at he right there, pretty boy Floyd.
And walking you down on the inside and then going in your body off the slip.
Blocking with the elbow.
Like Mike McCallum was doing. Look how he's slipping and rolling.
Catching too.
Staying on the inside.
Go back the hoop.
And then going to the body off the slips.
See, this is slick boxing. Did they say the name of the game is to hit and not get hit? Notice Floyd was right there. But he wasn't getting. He got hit a couple of times, but he wasn't getting hit. See, that's what they call swimming and not getting wet. Didn't grab him, didn't hold him. That's a slick black fighter. A slick black fighter is when you're right there, you in harm's way, you in striking distance, but you're slick enough to miss a punch by inches because you're catching, you're rolling, you're bobbing, you're slipping. And you're in position to land your shot, but you're right there. You're in a position to get hit, but he can't hit you. So when I hear these guys making these comparisons, it's hilarious to me. Yeah, but shout out to Troy. Troy, I watch Troy stuff a lot.
Going to the body off the slips. Once
right
again,
there. You see how you're right. Look at watching the pull count. He right there. The dude shot the jab. He had his head on the line. He baited him. He slipped it. As soon as he throw, I'm gonna get my head off the line by pivoting to the left, and I'm gonna throw the pull counter over the top. Bam!
You're nothing like cousin, family. That's Floyd Mayweather.
Nice right hook.
Nothing.
Facts. Niggas ain't fight like that. I didn't, and I said this. I said, I'm not even going to bring Pretty Boy Floyd up. I said, you want to know why I want to bring Pretty Boy Floyd up? Because it ain't fair. It's not fair bringing Pretty Boy Floyd up. Oh, there's countless fights like this. Countless fights like this. One of my favorite fighters, I tell you guys about this all the time, Nicolino Loche. Nicolino Loche was a bad boy, man. Nicolino Loche had great footwork, hand-eye coordination. He was doing the Philly shell that y'all call the shoulder roll today. He was doing that back then. Right there, you can't hit him. Look up Nicolino Loche. You can't hit him. He right there. Mid-range and in the pocket. You ain't gonna be able to hit the motherfucker. Philly shell, he catching, rolling, slipping, countering. That's slick boxing right there. That's what that is. You know, this other shit they doing, you know, you know what I mean? Again, and again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but I gotta call a spade a spade.
True.
Pernell Whitaker, another one. Talk about Georgia Benton. Another one, Pernell Whitaker. Georgia Benton was in the camp with Lou Duva and all that stuff. James Lights Out Tony, another one. Yeah, so I mean, again, I don't see nothing in there. I don't see nobody fighting like that. That's why I say we ain't really got no slick. We ain't got no slick black fighters no more in today's time. I ain't seen none. They head coach. Have you seen any slick black fighters? If it is, I ain't seen none. Where they at? Now, Cool Boy Steph. I will say this here. Cool Boy Steph, I would consider him a slick black fighter. I'm gonna tell you another guy who I really love. Gary Russell Jr. Gary Russell Jr. That boy was slick. Gary Russell Jr., man, let me tell you something. Great footwork, great poise in the pocket, great mid-range game. Gary Russell Jr., bro, Mr. Gary Russell Jr., that dude that had great footwork. I really like Gary Russell Jr. Now, all jokes aside, I do. He know his shit. I'm gonna tell you another dude, one of my favorite fighters back in the day. Y'all remember this guy, Mark Too Sharp Johnson. Mark Too Sharp Johnson was another bad boy out of DC. Mark Too Sharp Johnson, bad boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, Cool Boy Steph. Yeah, Cool Boy Steph, nice with it. Cool Boy Steph, nice with it. I can't even front. He lost to a new way, but so what? But Cool Boy Steph, nice with it. Steph, nice with it, man. I mean, Steph, yeah, he nice with it, bro. He nice with it, fam. Hey, shout out to Lonnie. Yeah, he nice with it, bro. Telling you, that boy nice. I like Cool. Listen, in order to fight like that, the way Pretty Boy Floyd fought, and Money Mayweather, you have to be relaxed. Pernell Whitaker, Pernell Whitaker, James Lights Out Tony, they're like those guys. You gotta know, you gotta be relaxed. Georgie Benton was relaxed. Ezra Charles was relaxed. You gotta be relaxed in that pocket. I'm gonna tell you another dude who was slick, but he don't get credit for being slick. Wasn't a black fighter, but it don't matter. Roberto Duran. Look at Roberto Duran in the lightweight division. Look at his defense. We know Roberto got some losses, but I'm saying look at his defensive maneuvers. Roberto Duran is not that tall. But Roberto Duran, he did a lot of stuff with his hands. The way he picked shots, the way he parried shots, the way he slipped shots, and then came over the top of the right hand. Like Roberto Duran had, and he had great footwork. The footwork is the key. He had great footwork. Roberto Duran, bro. Like, I would implore a lot of the casuals who get caught up in the hype of the Ryan Garcia bullshit and all these other niggas who y'all comparing to the Four Kings, I would beg you to go do your homework, go do some studying, go look at some of the greats, look at their footwork, look at their defensive prowess, look at their intelligence at work, look at the ring, look at the hand-eye coordination, the ring IQ, look at how they set their shots up, look at how they move their upper bodies, look at their angles, look at all of that. and then come back today and say, yeah, man, okay, now who you compare to the 4 Kings again? Oh, okay.
True.
See, this is the era of the hyperbole. The feint game is serious. You know, like they don't even utilize feints like you're supposed to in today's some of these fighters. And then some of the fans today, I don't think some of them even know what they're looking at. Yeah, man, he went there and knocked him out. Oh man, he got hit, he got dropped. Oh, he had a stanky leg. And I'm like, yeah, he might have got hit, he might have got hurt, he got a stanky leg or whatever the case may be. But however, he recovered from that. In life, you're going to get hit. In life, you're going to get staggered. In life, you're going to get dropped. In life, you may even get knocked out. But as long as you can wake up and get back up and finish the fight or live the fight another day, that's all that matters. You don't throw a fighter away because he lost, even if he lost bad. You don't throw him away because he lost. You don't throw him away because he got rocked. You don't throw him away because he got dropped. I look at what did he do when he got back up? Did he learn from that? Did he get hit with that punch again? If he don't get hit with that punch again the rest of the fight, I'm gonna tell you another guy who was kind of slick. He was a grimy fighter. He fought very grimy. He fought real grimy. He reminded me a lot of Bernard. He reminded me a lot of Bernard Hopkins. Andre Ward. Andre Ward. He fought so similar to B-Hop. I used to watch a lot of Andre Ward fights. Especially in that Super 6 tournament. In that tournament, boy, Andre Ward, oh my God, a hell of a body puncher. He fought dirty. Andre Ward fought dirty now. He gonna do whatever it takes to win. When I say dirty, I don't mean like nothing illegal. I'm just saying he was a bro. When you fought Ward, nigga, you was in a fight. True. Hey, when you fought Andre Ward, you were in a fight. Literally. Like, bro, like, you're gonna have to kill Dre in that ring. You're gonna have to kill Dre in that ring. Literally. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, oh, shit, nigga, hill boy. Bro, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, you was in the fight, you fought Ward. Cause Ward did a lot of little sneaky shit, body shots. He'll hit you and grab you. You know what I mean? Pull you close to him. He'll catch you punching. He'll catch you punching. Bam. You know what I mean? Like, like his hand-eye coordination is on point. He was really, really good. He was really good at measuring the distance, the range, and stuff like that. I was like, man, people. I don't know why Andre Ward's a bad boy, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't lie. Andre Ward was a damn good fighter, bro. He was a damn good fighter. Like, for real. You get what I'm saying? That motherfucker there, bro. Ward was a motherfucker, man. Ward was a motherfucker, man. Y'all go back and look at like when I look at fights, I look at everything. I look at the footwork. Like I always look at footwork. Footwork is the most important part to me. The footwork, how you utilize the most important point of boxing is what? The jab. Because you set everything up off the jab. Like a perfect example. I was looking at Alexander Usyk, right? Alexander Usyk has really good footwork, good typical European style where he bounces in and out. But Alexander Usyk does a lot with his lead hand control. Ali used to do a lot with his lead hand. Not comparing Usyk to Ali. Larry Holmes used to do a lot with his lead hand, right? Usyk, he does a lot of lead hand control. Bounce, bounce, bounce. He's right there, and he'll go down, he'll come up. He'll crouch down, he'll come up. Crouch down, come up. They call it fencing. When you see two guys, look like they fencing with their arms, fencing, they fight for lead hand control. Then I look at his footwork. How does Usyk know when to throw that shot? Oh, he got his lead foot on the outside of the other fighter's foot. So when he do this and do this and do that and do this and do that, well, he doing the right hand. He doing this and do that, and he's bouncing and he's bouncing and he's bouncing. He's looking for a reaction. The guy faint, whatever. He may take a step back, come back, reset. And then he's looking for something. And then once he gets you to maybe drop that hand, he's stepping, shoot the straight left. Bap! You like, God damn, where that motherfucker hit me? But he set it all up. He set it all up with lead hand control. Shout out to Foodie. I like when I look at boxing matches, that's what I be looking at, dog. I be like really learning shit. Okay, I see how he set that up. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm finna get ready to drop these phone lines. Y'all hit the old boy up.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Hey man, what's up? Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all share this live show. Let everybody know that we're on a Labor Day. Well, Memorial Day, Labor Day. I guess it's the same shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all let everybody know, man. Y'all let everybody know we on right now, man. It is what it is, man. Yeah, man. So I sit back and I look at that, bro. I'm like, man, I be looking at a lot of shit. That's why, you guys always hear me call out Hero Armstrong was a bad boy. Finito Lopez. Finito Lopez was a bad boy. You get what I'm saying? Like we don't hear a lot about Finito Lopez. People go to talk about, yeah, man, Floyd 50-0. I think Finito Lopez was 51-0. Fought at a smaller weight division, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm just saying, like, and he didn't. Guess what? You know what they call it? The Mexican, the typical Mexican style. Like Finito Lopez didn't fight typical quote unquote what they call Mexican style right now. Which when they say Mexican style, they just call you a pressure fighter, flat-footed, slow pressure fighter. Mexicans known for taking good punches and pressing you out, pressure stuff like that. And I'm like, Marquez didn't fight like that. Marquez didn't fight like that. You get what I'm saying? So, you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I look at a lot of shit, bro. I look at a lot of shit. When I look at a new way, like when I look at these great fighters, fighters that's good in this era, I'm like, I look at how they set their shots up. You get what I'm saying? And know that there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing that you see a fighter do today that no one else has done. I know Floyd get the credit in this era for the shoulder roll and all that stuff there, but which is the Philly shell. But he's not the one that invented that. There, Nicolino Loche did that same shit. My favorite Mexican fighter of all time, Salvador Sanchez. Ezra Charles. It was the Philly shell. They call it the Philly shell now, but Ezra Charles, all that stuff. They're like, yeah, I mean, when you study old fight film, you will see, they've been doing this shit. Pull counters, all that stuff there, and that shit. Like, there's nothing new under the sun in boxing. It might be new to you because it's your favorite fighter, but nah, man, they've been doing this shit, man. There was some motherfucker that were really, really good at it. Shout out to Cardenas. He say, coach, what Dev done against Jose was new. No, I won't say that. People will say, no, I won't say that. People will say that, when Hector Camacho, I don't know if you guys remember this one, when Hector Camacho fought Julio Cesar Chavez, Hector Camacho was on that back foot. Well, they say he would run around the ring. Because, Hector Camacho thing was, you're not going to knock me out. And Chavez says he said, I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. He told Hector Camacho he was gonna knock him out. And Chavez, not Chavez. R.I.P. the doggone Camacho. Macho Time, Macho Man. Shout out to Macho Time, man. Hector Camacho, man. I used to love Hector Camacho. I think Hector Camacho had like 80-some fights. He was 70-some, 40, 30, 39 knockouts, something like that. But Macho, yeah, he was going to make sure he wasn't going to get knocked out. And when it was over with, Macho said, yeah, but you didn't knock me out. He said, yeah, but you didn't knock me out. He said, yeah, but you didn't knock me out. Yeah, dog, you ain't knock me out, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you said you gonna knock me out. So, I just thought about that, right? I just think, RIP to Macho Man. I just thought about that, right? Because I was like, man, you know what? You know what? And I had to come out to beat Sugar Ray Leonard too, but Sugar Ray was 75 years old.
True.
But I tell you what, though, I want to implore any of you casual boxing fans who throw fighters away after one loss or say this fight got chinny or he ain't got nothing because he got knocked down. Go look at one of my favorite fighters of all time. Y'all go study Mike McCallum. Go study Mike McCallum. Lord have mercy. Man, right there. Step into you. You can't even hit him. A defense, bro, like, and I get it. I get why we don't have a bunch of fighters in this day and time to fight like the James Sonys, the Pernell Whitakers, the Mike McCallums, the Nicolino Loches, because you got to be a gifted fighter to be able to fight that type of style. You have to be. You have to be. Because you got to have poise. Your hand-eye coordination has to be on point. And you have to know how to be relaxed and focused. You got to know how to be relaxed and focused. When I hear these fools go to kind of tell me about the sweet science, and I say, dude, this is sweet science right here. Hold on. When I hear these fools talk about, hold on. When I hear these fools talk about the sweet science, what is this?
This why you're not like Floyd.
The name of the game is hit and not getting hit. Is Floyd getting hit?
Boy, because he could slip punches coming and walking you down on the inside.
Is this Rock'em Sock'em? Is this for all you Rock'em? Is this Rock'em Sock'em? What is this?
And then going in your body off the slips. Like Mike
Rocking with the elbow.
was doing. Look how he's slipping and rolling.
Get his head off the line.
Staying on the inside.
Step back, pull counter.
And then going to the body off the slips.
Rocking with the guard.
Going to the body off the slips.
Not grabbing and holding.
Once again.
You see what I'm saying?
You're nothing like cousin.
You get what I'm saying?
Family.
Right there. Now he got hit right there with the right cross. He did. He got caught slipping right there with the right cross. But
that's Floyd.
Delaware.
Weather.
I'm just saying. Look at
nothing.
So this talk of like, bro, like it's crazy. Was that Rock'em Sock'em? He was right there. Shout out to Schoolo. He was right there, fam. That ain't Rock'em Sock'em. You didn't see them grabbing and holding on, even though Clinton is a part of boxing. But they took pride. I ain't gonna be grabbing this nigga, man. Now you get what I'm saying? He right there. So don't tell me that, yeah, man, that Rock'em Sock'em. It's sweet science. No, that's a sweet science right there. Hitting and not getting hit. Can your favorite fighter do that on an elite level against an elite guy? Now we know he can do it to a tomato can. Can he do it to a guy that's on his level? I'm just asking. Hey, man, I like when Troy do this. I like when Troy do this. I love this here. This is his thing right here. Hey, y'all want to see some racist shit? I'm gonna show y'all some racist shit. This, my nigga. This is the most racist shit. Oh, this is the most racist shit. Bro, like, oh my God. Oh. This right here, man. King Kamala is sleep. Lord have mercy. But hold on, let me let y'all see this shit right here. Boy, this shit right here, boy. I'm sitting back looking at this shit now. I'm like, man, my nigga.
Bam Bam Bigelow, I've known you a long time. You used to be a pretty nice guy. Somewhere along the line, my brother, you took a wrong turn. But that's all right, because there's every time in someone's life that they go astray. But then, there's people like myself and the Ugandan warrior who been sent on a mission.
Bro, this is so embarrassing. He said the Ugandan warrior. He said that's fine.
And they help you.
He trying to keep him laughing.
Like you, find your way back home. We're gonna find you, brother. Bam Bam Bigelow, I've known you a long time. You used to be a pretty nice guy.
Bro, like this is some black exploitation type. Bro, like fam. He trying to keep him laughing.
Somewhere along the line, my brother, you took a wrong turn. But that's all right, Because there's a
bucking his eyeballs all, oh my God.
time in someone's life that they go astray. But then, you know, there are people like myself.
He from laughing.
And the Ugandan warrior who've been sent on a mission to spread the light and to help people like you find their way back home.
This shit, man. Oh my God. They put some shit. Oh my God. Hey, bro, come on, fam. Fam, come on, fam. You get what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro. But you know, was that really necessary, fam? Hold on, he go another one. They talking about Floyd. Yeah, man. The sweet, y'all want to see some more sweet signs? Here goes some sweet signs right here. He got hit with a straight right. Got hit with a two-piece, Floyd. When you're fighting this style, you know, you're taking a risk. Block right there. Then Floyd, he looking at, he right there. See, he looking down. He see it coming. They both traded left hooks. Got hit with a right cross. Got hit again. Floyd sitting there smiling. In boxing, you're going to get hit sometimes, especially when you fight this type of style. Watch what Floyd do to him though. Now he can't. He made the adjustment. Now you can't hit me. Hop. Right there you go. Got him on the ropes. No, nigga, get up. Nigga, get up. You don't go down. Get up. Get up. Stop trying to fight. Right down the fight. Ooh, right there. Ooh, flipping. Right, he right there. He right. Did he get hit sometimes? Yeah, he did get hit sometimes. In the beginning, but he made the adjustment. Look what happened. Right there. Nigga, don't tell me nothing about no motherfucking pretty boy, nigga. Tell me your fighter, nigga, my fighter, he Floyd Mayweather. What you mean he Floyd Mayweather? Where? How? Where? Niggas ain't fighting like that. Hold on, we got a call calling in. My bad. I ain't shit, nigga. Don't let me pull up Mike McCallum. Please don't let me pull up Mike McCallum. Call what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? This is Coach Eddie from ATL.
Coach Eddie, ATL, talk to me, brother.
What's up, brother? Hey, salute to Happy Memorial Day. Salute to all the soldiers and the veterans out there and everybody who made an ultimate sacrifice, you know, and gave their life. I have a family member who served in the military, the armed forces. First of all, I just want to say, man, like I say, Spence, man, you know, I guess he earned it right. You know, I think Spence hasn't came back. I think he's suffering from some physical ailments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's been through a lot, man. The alcohol, you know, the car accident, then you know, the last fight that he had with Bud. I think it's taking a toll on the guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only reason he would be out of the ring for so long. I don't think he's physically, you know, recovered from everything, just from the totality of everything that he's been through and all that stuff. So they say the man made a lot of money. It is what it is. The last thing I want to see is the guy come back and get hurt. You know what I mean? Like, Spence a good dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Now, you mentioned Andre Ward, man. Now, Andre Ward is my go-to guy, man, because Andre Ward is cut. He's one of the last fighters who cut from that fall right there. Like you said, Bernard Hopkins, they did a great interview with each other, but Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones. I saw some of it. I saw it. Yeah, it was pretty good. You know, Bernard talked about a lot, but you see a lot of Bernard, you see a lot of Floyd, you see a little bit of Roy. Those are three guys. And people forget Andre Ward. He went on there to that Super 6. He fought Mikhail Kessler.
Yep.
Andre Ward was the underdog. He was the underdog in that.
Yeah. Matter of fact, they didn't even pick him to come out of that Super 6 tournament. He wasn't the one that was favored to win. He beat Charles Dawson. Chad Dawson. He beat doggone Carl Frost. Carl Frost hate Andre Ward right now to this day. He did Carl Frost dirty. He did him dirty. Yeah. He did him dirty.
Hey, he also beat Mikhail Kessler.
Yeah, he did beat Mikhail Kessler. Yep. That was back in what, 2009, I think, somewhere up in there.
I think it was 12, I think.
No, I think around 2009, around that time.
He might be right. It's been a minute. He has been retired for a minute, but he also fought guys like he fought that guy named Sakio Bika, who was a wild, strong dude. Edison Miranda, who was a freaking nightmare knockout artist. I mean, that dude Edson Miranda, he had a lot of punching power, man. He fought him. He fought some guys, man. He knew how to step to you. He knew how to frame you. You know, use the forearms, the elbows, the shoulders. You know what I'm saying? All the nuances. You ain't never seen Andre Ward doing no fancy pad work. No, you know, all that old stuff. The man was rugged.
He say fancy pad work. Y'all, listen, all that pretty pad work they be doing. Yeah, dog, you know what I'm saying, dog. No, my niggas, you gotta understand, dog. So you gotta know how to do the pad. Can you do the pad like Floyd and Roger? You know what I mean? Like, bro, like you listen, you didn't see. Hey, Coach Eddie, I did an interview. I interviewed Dickie Woods. You know, Dickie Woods, legendary trainer. You know, Dickie Woods trained James Toney. You know, he worked with a lot of fighters. Chico Corrales. You know what I mean? You know, he was there. And bro, he told me, he said these dudes today. He said back then you had teachers. Like if you look at the way he taught, Georgie Benton, Lou Duval, what's my main man name? Eddie Futch, doggone, what's my other man? Emmanuel Stewart, Manny Stewart. Bro, like they taught. It wasn't none of that old pretty pad. That pretty pad shit. They taught this how you turn. This how you turn the shot. This is why you want to do this. You do this because of that. Now, when you do this, now look at where you position at and what's gonna come back. What's the threat? Once you step this way, you're out of harm's way. When you step around the weak side, now what he got to do? He got to turn and find you. When he turn and find you, you got this and this. Like they sat down and they taught. I know, and this what the brother was talking about. Nah, they talking about the Cobra bag. Let's hit the Cobra bag. They wasn't doing all that fancy shit. They wasn't doing none of that shit.
That's it. Like even Andre Ward, he fought the Crusher when he was knocking out everybody.
Yeah.
He didn't wait till the man was old and diminished.
Yeah.
You know, and Triple G didn't want no parts of Andre Ward. Nello definitely didn't want no parts of. They didn't want none of that smoke. There wasn't no daring to be great going up. Nah, we're gonna leave that man alone right there. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. If people want to say Canelo would have beat the man, I beg to differ. I think Andre Ward would have picked Canelo apart if they would have fought in their prime. Yeah. It would have been no contest.
Yeah, it would have
been no contest. It would have been too much easy work, man. But like I said, he cut from that old cloth, man. And what made it, I'm gonna let you go. I know you got people calling, but what made it more tricky is the way he looked. You know, when you light skinned, they automatically think you weak anyway. He had a chip. He had a chip on his shoulder. So I've been dealing with my whole life because I was light skinned. They used to call me pretty boy and all this stuff. Again, what though? When we got the fight, all of them took a L. They said, man, you better leave that dude alone right there, man. You know, Andre Ward, he had that, light skin. He can't fight. You know, all this stuff. Okay.
Yeah,
he had that chip on his shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. War fought like a dark skinned dude. Yeah, man. Roy, like, you think I'm talking light skin? Oh, okay. Andre Ward, bro. You know, and he was a pretty good body puncher. I really like the way. And Ward fought to the level is like if he fought a guy that's supposed to be real good, he gonna meet that energy. He bringing it to you. One of my favorites is Mike McCallum. Man. I love Mike McCallum, dog.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love Mike McCallum, dog. Like, man, that dude right there, man, you're like, Mike McCallum, the truth. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, these modern day boxing fans, they don't know. They know, they don't even know Floyd. Like, they say they know Floyd, but they don't. They know the talk. They know the like I said before, we believe we're working smarter, not harder. They know the rhetoric, Floyd. They don't know the Floyd Mayweather style. They really don't know. They don't know. They know the Lamborghinis, the private jets. Mm-hmm. They know the slick talk. The Floyd broke records at the live gate. That's what the casuals know. But they cannot break down a fight film. They can't tell you, yeah, man, this how Floyd set this up. This is what he was doing. Pretty boy Floyd, this how he fought. This how you hit and not get hit. They can't even tell you, like, there's different ways of hitting and not getting any. If you're telling me stand on the outside, running around the ring is the sweet science, then what the fuck Pretty boy Floyd was doing?
Exactly. Yeah, they don't know nothing about it. They don't know the Floyd who cried in the ring when he won his first championship. They don't know the Floyd who used to thank God every time he won a fight. I thank God. I thank the man upstairs. They don't know the Floyd used to take a knee before a prayer before he fought in the ring. They don't know that Floyd.
No.
I seen Floyd cry when he won. You know what I'm saying? I seen him. You seen it too.
Yeah.
Down and tear that he won to fight.
Yeah, I think.
They all they see is Trudy Boy. All they see is slow money.
Yeah. All right, but shout out to Coach Eddie. Salute, fam.
Yes, sir.
Carla, hold on. Shout out. Did we get a super chat? Let me see. No, we didn't get another super chat. Hey, shout out to Z Pacino. Z, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Z Pacino. Mike Matoya. What you say, fam? Mike Matoya, what you say, fam? Where you at? Mike Matoya says, who coached Mike McCallum? Johnny Toko? Damn, I forgot his last name. Johnny, I think Johnny Toko. Johnny Toko trained Mike McCallum, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I gotta look it up, fam. But I think Johnny Toko. Legendary trainer. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Jerry.
Jerry from Be More. Talk to me.
Hey, man. Floyd Mayweather, when he settled in at welterweight and the stakes got real high, I mean, super high, higher than we've ever known. Yeah, he was a little more defensive, but he was fucking way more than these motherfuckers today, man. Way more. He whipped a whole lot more ass. He would stand his ground in the middle of the ring. I don't give a fuck who he fought. He would several times. He would be in the middle of the ring doing what he did. Hey, he was defensive. Yeah. Was it a little anticlimactic? Yeah. Compared to what his persona was, but still, he was way more than a Shakur Stevenson. Way more. These kids, they don't want to fight, man. Period. I'll take one Keyshawn Davis over a half dozen Shakur Stevenson or a Devin Haney or anyone that wants to get up in there and run and spool and claim that that's boxing. That's not boxing. Mayweather, even at welterweight, even if the stakes were high and he was a little more defensive, he still was far more offensive than what these clowns are being, man. Now, what I want to ask you, Coach, though, because I haven't been able to keep much up on, but, you know, Teofimo Lopez has been begging for an ass whipping. He's been talking all kinds of racial stuff. And, you know, I constantly hear about these slick black fighters. Why aren't any slick black fighters stepping up to shut this guy's mouth? And what's the story with Boots and this? Because what I'm hearing is now he's backing away from the fight. What can you tell me?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know any information on that, Jared, to be honest with you, fam.
Okay. Well, I can't imagine why Boots would back away from that fight. I know Boots Ennis has dreams of unifying the welterweight division, but it just doesn't look like the other people, you know, are involved. Norman, and they don't want him. Why would he not fight this Teofimo Lopez moving up from 140? Why would he not fight him? What the fuck is the problem? Do you know anything about? Because I'm hearing that Boots is saying bullshit. He don't want to fight. You know anything?
No, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. To be honest with you, you know, we'll see how this gonna work out. Because I think Boots is moving up, and I don't even know if that was, you know, I really don't know much information about it. I don't know no more than what was being reported. So,
all right. Well, anyway, good show, buddy, and thanks for letting me on.
I salute, fam. What you say, fam? You say Mike McCallum had different trainers though. The best, but Eddie Futch at the end. Yeah, he had quite a few trainers, but because Mike McCallum did train at the Crunk's gym. He trained at the Crunk gym in Detroit. Of course, you had, you know, legendary Manuel Stewart, but Johnny Toko was his primary trainer. That was the one that kind of like formulated his style, put his style together, so to speak. You know what I mean? But yeah, he did train in that gym He did train in that gym, so and he sparred a lot. Matter of fact, him and James Toney used to spar all the time. Him and James Toney used to spar all the time. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's why they fights were so great when they fought, especially that first fight, bro. That first fight, you know, I think Mike McCallum turned pro. I want to say about 1981, 82, somewhere around that time, and I think him and James Lights Out fought like 91, somewhere around there. Bro, that was a hell of a fight, bro. That was a hell of a fight. That was a hell of a fight, fam. Like, you talking about science dudes right there. Do you know, listen, let me tell you something. Do you know how hard it is to fight that style? That's one. On an elite level, against elite competition. You can fight like that. You can fight like that when you have inferior competition in front of you. But to do it at a high level, as a matter of fact, let me show y'all what the fuck I'm talking about. Let me pull this up. I said I wasn't gonna do this. Let me pull up Mike McCallum. Man, damn, I love me some Mike McCallum, dog. Man, I love Mike McCallum. Him and James Toney, man, shit. Let me see. Man, Mike McCallum, man, and James Toney, Lights Out, man, shit. I'm looking it up right now because I want to show y'all some stuff. Man, I'm trying to like these kids don't know nothing about no goddamn Mike McCallum and James Toney, man. They don't know nothing about that. What they know about that? They don't know nothing about that. They don't. Motherfucker wouldn't know. Somebody, yeah, I got a slick fighter right here. See, hold on. Now, I want to show you something. Now, watch this stab. Watch this study step with the jab. Watch this study step with the jab right here. Lights out. Matter of fact, I need it. Matter of fact, let me do this. It's going too fast. Shit, too good. It's too good to go this fast. Check this out. James threw the jab out there, right? Mike McCallum parried the jab with the backhand. Now he know. Guess what he know? He know based on foot positioning and how James Toney is angling. What's coming next? The right cross. Mike McCallum got out of the way. That's the sweet science. Hitting and not getting hit. You can not get hit by being right there. Let's go. He pushing his head down, so he know where he at. Mike McCallum caught him, hit him low. He shot the jab out there. Y'all see Floyd used to do this all the time. Shoot the jab out there, and then come over with the right hand. He knew it was coming. He caught him with a body shot, threw the left hook and missed. James Toney got out of there. Caught James caught him with a straight jab. Threw the left hook. Mike got out of the way. Look at that. Half threw the uppercut. This is a great fight. James Toney won this fight. See how James Toney parried the jab mid-range. You can hit and not get hit without running. You can hit and not get, contrary to popular belief, irregardless of what these niggas trying to tell you on YouTube, there are ways of hitting and not getting hit without running. True. This is a high caliber fight. Now this is just highlights. Going to the body again. James, nice left foot by James Toney. Mike McCallum came back. Now James Toney came back, game that. Now I'm finna show you something else. This my guy right here. This is my guy right here, though. This is my guy right here. This is my main man right here, Georgia Benton.
Man, if you just take a close look at George,
right there,
Benton, George.
Y'all see that Philly shell, right?
Benton,
rolling, smothering,
the inventor of the Philly shell,
rolling,
not the Mayweather defense.
You know?
He's square, but you still can't land a shot.
Can't land no clean shot on him.
Dude is square.
Rolling.
Even if he wasn't,
rolling,
every time he released the hook, his hand is already there.
See what I'm saying?
And then the shoulder, all he do is turn on the right hand. He rolling.
You know how relaxed you gotta be, boys. You gotta be. To do that style?
Rolling with him, catching him. He was one of the greatest trainers to ever live.
Pernell Whitaker. Train Pernell Whitaker. Over there with the Duva camp.
As you can see, every time he throw the right hand, the shoulder grazes it. He can't get it. He's pulling.
Nigga right there. I can't hit this nigga, man. I can't hit him. The nigga right there, the nigga right in front of me, dog. Guess what? You see how close he is? Guess what? Ain't nobody grabbing. Ain't nobody holding. Ain't nobody, you get what I'm saying? He right there. Bro, do you know how frustrating that is? To have a guy right in front of you and you can't hit that motherfucker? True. I'm saying you hit him, but you hit him in the shoulder. You trying to get a clean shot on him. You hit him in the shoulder. He right there. Georgie Benton. Shout out to Marky Vion Black. He said the real sweet science. Yeah. Right there. Can't hit him. He right there. What did he say, Cardenas? He said, Coach, send the clips to Shakur and Dale. You know what I mean? You know. Yeah, man. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, man, no, see, this how I do it, dog. I'm like, I'm showing you. Andre Ward, okay, we can go monitor. Andre Ward fought mid-range. He wasn't getting hit. He right there. Andre Ward right there in front of you. Hold on. Man, that's a countless example. Yeah, these niggas trying to rewrite history. Now we ain't, or they want to take little bits and pieces and parts of shit to fit their narrative to try to shit on the other fighters. They say, yeah, my fighter greater than them niggas because they did. Nah, the bullshit. Call it what's your name? You call it from?
Yo, what's good, Coach? It's No Cap Entertainment from the UK, man. You good?
No Cap, talk to me.
Yo, contrary to popular belief, you know what I'm saying? You can be in the pocket and not get hit. Great point, Coach.
Yeah.
I just want to say, obviously, calling regarding that point, Coach. Obviously, very, you know what I mean, always funny. What do you reckon? Who would you like to see Errol Spence come back against regarding the fight and regarding the layoff and Errol Spence? What's your thoughts on that, Coach?
Anybody that's a tune-up. Anybody that's a tomato can or a tune-up. He don't need no killers right now, just anybody. I don't give a damn. He can get in there with me. I don't give a fuck. You know, he can get in there with Hippity or whatever. Like, just put him in there with somebody that's a tune-up, that's an easy fight for him so we can see what he look like.
Would you say the guy that fought against Tim Tszyu, I forgot his name right now, is it Fundora? Do you think Fundora is too much of a test right now? He's a lower level than that. Oh, absolutely. Fundora beat that boy in the coma. He'll get stopped. Too big, too strong. And then stylistically, what do you think about the layout? And then stylistically, the type of style that Errol Spence fight is tailor-made for Fundora. He gonna hit it with them uppercuts and them hooks on the inside. You know what I mean? So yeah. When Spence comes in, because Spence is a forward fighter with a jab, 100%, Coach. Yeah. What do you reckon about the layoff though, Coach? It's been quite a few years though, no? That's why he need to be in there with a tomato can. You got to put Spence in there with a tomato can because of the layoff, and you know, and you got to see, you want to see where he's at mentally. You know what I mean? Because we saw what happened when Devin Haney came back after a year from the Ryan Garcia loss, you know, that got overturned because of Ryan Garcia cheated. And you saw he looked like he was shell shocked against Jose Ramirez. Yeah, he looked like he was shell shocked. For real. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, so he like his eyeballs was buck wide open. He looked like he was scared in there. You know what I mean? So we saw that. So we need to see Errol Spence in there with the light touch. Find somebody from the liquor store. Find somebody from Amazon delivery driver, put him in there just to see what he look like. They don't need to put him in there with no killers. Because if you have doubts on whether Errol Spence is done or not, then don't put him in there with no killer. Put him in there with somebody so we can see what he look like. 100%, Coach. 100%. You just reminded me of 2 points, Coach. I'm going to let you go because I had a question as well for you. The first point, Coach, you just reminded me of that Floyd Mayweather performance against Canelo. Not only did he give that boy a boxing lesson, Coach, but he also had the times in all the showmanship, looking out of the ring and all of that. And it goes to show how relaxed he was in that ring as well, Coach. I think that's a brilliant point that you mentioned about Devin's eyes. And you could see that, you know, the PTSD was real.
My question I want to ask, Coach, because you mentioned all these old school fighters. Who's like your favorite fighter and your favorite fight from back in the day? Because you've been talking about a lot of old school fighters.
My favorite fight is Sugar Ray Robinson. But then I love Henry Armstrong too. I love Willie Pep as well. You know, I love Nicolino Loche. I love Georgie Benton. You know, I love a lot of Ezra Charles. A lot of those guys. But if I was to pick one, my favorite, it'd be Sugar Ray Robinson. I love Sugar Ray Robinson. I love. You know, he can do it all. He can do it all in there. And that's just my personal. You know, I really like Sugar Ray Robinson. It's my guy.
I would have to agree with you, Coach. Do you know the line where Muhammad Ali said that he used to base his style of sugar as well? Yeah, I mean, obviously, I know Muhammad was the heavyweight, but even he said that he loved the style of Sugar Ray. Coach, other than that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go on.
No, go ahead.
No, I'll finish, Coach. I was gonna say the contrary to popular belief on the way out. But what was you gonna say, Coach?
No. I was just saying. Ali even said that Sugar Ray Robinson is the greatest fighter of all time. He said that when they talk about pound for pound, they saying who can fight in any air, in any weight class. You know, of course, the weight class with the skill set that he have, and that was Sugar Ray Robinson. He said that. Matter of fact, I got the video. Anybody want to argue me on that? I could pull the video up and just show you, so you can hear it from the horse's mouth.
Coach, we know you got the clips. Yeah. We know you got the receipt, Coach. And those what you just said there, absolute facts, Coach. It came now. I got Muhammad Ali #1 just for what he represented to the people. But then other than that, very close to Sugar Ray. But in regards to, that's why I mentioned the point about Ali, because I know that even my greatest of all time, he named Sugar Ray as the greatest of all time at the end of the day. So those are the facts. Coach, contrary to popular belief, you can stay in the pocket and not get hit. I'll leave it like that, Coach. Lots of love, man.
Absolutely,
the show. Now.
Yeah, you can beat mid-range. You can beat mid-range and in the pocket and not get hit, dog. All that shit there, like, yes, it's about hitting and not getting hit. Yeah, it is about getting hit, not hitting and not getting hit. You can hit and not get hit. Being right there. You can hit and not get hit and be right there. Literally. You get what I'm saying? So these fans today don't know that. They don't know that. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm not going to allow nobody to shit on the old school fighters. Just not going to happen. Because the old school fighters, you're standing on the shoulders of those guys who came before you. And in the style that you seeing right now today, that ain't nobody done before. You get what I'm saying? Including Floyd. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just reality of the situation. There's some bad motherfuckers out there. Yeah, dog, that's what make you a slick fighter. When you are in harm's way, but the guy can't hit you. You're literally right there. You're literally right there and he can't hit you, fam. That's what makes you, that's what makes you slick. You're slick enough to be in harm's way, hit a guy, but he can't land a clean shot on you. Because of your offensive and defense, because of your defensive maneuvers, great footwork, great pocket presence, great instincts. You're relaxed, you're calm, you're poised. You know what punch is coming. That's how this is how you know you had some real teachers. They showing now when you do this, you're in harm's way. However, the opportunity is there for you to land this shot. Now, when you land this shot, you ain't got to worry about what's coming over here. The imminent threat gonna be this part, this left uppercut coming up. When you throw this, you get off the line, you can duck under it, or you can catch it with the elbow, or you can, but you want to duck under and roll. You want to roll under it. Hit the shot, roll. Step out, step outside, step over here, step around the weak side. So when you step on the weak side and you turn them, notice that the right hand coming. What you gonna do? You're gonna roll under that shot. When you roll under that shot, you're on the outside now. You out of harm's way. You ain't got to worry about the left hand because you outside of the southpaw's lead hand, which is the right hand. Now what's open? Left hook to the body. Bam! When you hit him to the body, what are you gonna do? He gonna drop the elbow. When you drop the elbow, you step around, what you gonna come back with? You gonna come back with a left hook up top.
Or if you step around them after hitting them in the body, you can walk them into a right hook or an uppercut or whatever. You get what I'm saying? But as the legendary trainer Dickie Woods told me in Colorado Springs, he said that we had teachers. They taught it. You didn't see any of the fancy pad work. You didn't see any of the fancy pad work. All this pretty shit. Now they got that from Floyd Mayweather. And they think that's what Floyd, you see what Floyd did? You saw that fancy footwork Floyd did now. Yeah, man, Floyd did that fancy footwork, dog. That's what I'm talking about. You saw that. They saw the fancy footwork and they thought that was it. Not the fancy footwork, my bad. They saw the fancy pad work. Not footwork, my bad, apologize. They saw the fancy pad work and thought that was it. Yeah, dog, look how he did the pass. I remember I was talking to Buddy McGirt, and I tell you guys this all the time. I was talking to Buddy McGirt in LA. Buddy McGirt told me, Steve Kim, listen, Steve Kim is my witness. Steve Kim can bear witness to this. He said he had a fighter that was looking for somebody to train him, right? He said I had a fighter that was looking for me to train him. And the fighter asked him, he said, hey man, can you do the Floyd Mayweather? He said, what do you mean? Yeah, man, you know the pad work. You know how to work the pads. You know how to work the pads like Floyd Mayweather and Roger did. Buddy McGirt said, he said, can you fight like Floyd? Huh? You want a nigga? You listen, bro. He came in there. Listen, he came in there. His requirement for Buddy McGirt to train him, man. I just want to know, man. Do you know how to do the pad work, dog? You know how to do the pad work like Floyd and Roger. Buddy McGirt say, do you know how to fight like Floyd? Huh? I'm just saying, you know how to fight like Floyd, dog. You know, you won't listen. You want me to do the pad work. The pad work ain't gonna win you the fight, dog. I can tell you that right now. You sit there, you saw what Tanky Bull be doing? See, hold on. Let me show y'all this. See, that's what throwing niggas off. I'm telling you right now. This is what's throwing these niggas off right here. This was throwing these. I'm finna tell you. Hold on. This was throwing these niggas off right here. Right here. Hold on. See, this was throwing niggas off. I'm finna pull up Tank. I'm finna pull up Tank and Bull. See this what throwing them off. This is what throwing them off. Ooh, I'm trying to tell you, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, man. You saw what Tank you did. Yeah, see. Hey, shout out to the Cardenas. Shout out to Miss Black Panther. Hey, this was throwing them off right here. Yeah, dog. Look at that there, boy. See, that's real boxing, dog. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know how to see. You see what I'm saying? Can you teach me this? Can you teach me this? Ooh, I'm trying to tell you, boy, Lord have mercy, boy. That's what I'm talking about, baby. You know what I mean? The choreographed pad work. See, that's what's throwing them off right there. That's what's throwing them off. See, that's tricking them right there. See, they think that's what the fight game about. Let's go to Floyd. Let's go to Floyd Mayweather. Let's go to Floyd Mayweather, Floyd and Roger. R.I.P. to the legendary Roger Mayweather. This was throwing them off right here. I ain't lying. That's throwing them off. Ooh, y'all see that there? Y'all see that? See, they got that from Floyd, Steve. Ooh, look at that there, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Can you teach me that, dog? Dog, can you teach me that? Yeah, see, that's all I need right there. I learned this. I'm whooping nigga ass in the ring, dog. You see that there? Ooh, look at that there. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, this what threw these niggas, young niggas off. They get in the ring, and then they wonder why when they fight in the ring, the shit ain't working.
True.
That's what, hey, shout out to Monkey Beyond. That's what's throwing them off right there. That's what's throwing them off right there. They saw that. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Look at this here. See, they talking about, let's go to the old Floyd Mayweather. Let's go to Money May. Let's go see Money May. This Money May when he fought Canelo. This money made when he fought Canelo. Let's go. Can't hit him. Look at that. Canelo right there. Floyd wasn't running. Floyd wasn't running. Rolling with the shot. Look, you saw that there? He knew the jab was coming. He caught him with the jab, anticipated, got his head off the line, slipped the jab, and came with the right hand over the top. Hit him in the blind spot where he couldn't see. And came back to left. Look at that. Whoop. Roll. You don't see. You can hit the object. The name of the game. See that? See this one. This one you got a slick nigga. Go to talk about see the name of the game is hit not get hit. Yeah. On Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather hit and not get hit. This what he did against Canelo Alvarez at 30, 36, 37 years old, something like that. 36 years old. You know what I'm saying? How he shelled up. Now I just showed y'all the video of Georgie Benton doing the same thing in the 60s. Let's go.
He's got to gamble, baby. He's got to get in.
You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Rolling. How he saw he rolled. Look at this here. He saw the gap coming. He hit him in the shoulder. Blocked with his shoulder. Came up. Back up. Look at that. He got hit with a body stop, but that's okay. Name his shoulder. Look at that. Got out of the way. Right there. Oh, he right there. He right there. Hit did not get hit.
This fight is in the history of boxing.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Now he did that. Get out of the way. Looking like who's swinging at? Right there. He right there. Nello can't hit him. He right there. Right there. You know what I'm talking about? You get what I'm saying? So now that's Money Mayweather. That's Money Mayweather. Against a hell of an elite fighter, future Hall of Famer, Canelo Alvarez. Floyd was past his prime at this point. I would say prime Floyd was Pretty Boy Floyd. I think once he became Money Mayweather, he wasn't really in his prime anymore. But he was really, he was very. I mean, he was still good, but he wasn't Pretty Boy Floyd. Money Mayweather wasn't Pretty Boy Floyd at all. But once he started having hand problems, then he just realized I'm gonna use a lot more. He was always smart. Pretty Boy Floyd didn't get hit. He right there. So I just gotta throw that out there. I just gotta throw that out there. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to doggone. Shout out to Dill. Dill said that Mike McCallum do this kind of pad work. Hey, hold on. Where my man's at? Where my man's at? Y'all know who my man's is. Where's Finito Lopez? Look at Finito Lopez, man. Finito Lopez, one of the great Mexican fighters of all time. You know what I mean? The Mexican assassin, so to speak. Goddamn, Finito Lopez, man, was a motherfucker, man. Trying to tell you, man. Hold on. I'm trying to pull him up right now.
Ricardo Finito
Lopez. That's Finito right there. Yeah. Oh, Lord Hammers, goddamn Finito. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord, Finito Lopez, 51-0. 51-0. Lord have mercy, right down. Oh, nice left hook. Oh, Lord have mercy. He caught him good. We got his head off the line on that. Y'all look up Finito Lopez, man. All you Mexican boxing fans out there, y'all, just boxing fans in general, y'all look up Finito Lopez. Look that boy up, man. Look that boy up. He didn't fight that Mexican, what they call the typical Mexican style that they say today. No, y'all look up Finito Lopez. Look him up. Mexican assassin. Look him up. Look Finito Lopez up. Look up some my main man from DC. Look up my main man Too Sharp, Mark Too Sharp Johnson too. Look him up too. Look up my main man Salvador Sanchez. Look him up too. Look up some Ezra Charles too. Willie Pep out there. Nicolino. I love Nicolino. Love me some Nicolino. You get what I'm saying? That was a bad motherfucker there. Shout out to Mark Vian. He said competition is everything. Yeah, man. Yeah, facts. Like, can you do it on a high level? You get what I'm saying? Like, I just sit back and, I got a video I'm dropping.
I've been inspired to drop this because I'm gonna drop a video. I'm not gonna say who it's on, what it's about, but you're gonna know when I drop it. You're gonna know when I drop it. As a matter of fact, when this live show is over with, I'm going to get to working on it. I may get to working on it, something of that sort. But I got a video I'm gonna drop, bro, and I'm gonna break this shit down. I'm gonna break this shit all the way down. I got a video. I'm gonna break this shit all the way down. This video I'm gonna drop is for educational purposes. This ain't, you know, I mean, yeah, this right here gonna be for educational purposes. I gotta give it to him. Gotta give it to him. Hey, shout out to Miss Black Panther. Shout out to John in the building. Gotta give it to him. You know, there's a misunderstanding. There's a misunderstanding on what it is, and I'm narrating, and I'm gonna narrate it. I'm gonna narrate it myself, right? There's a misunderstanding. The game is highly misunderstood right now. The game is highly misunderstood. Bro, like there was some hell of American fighters, and I ain't gonna let no nigga shit on the fighters of the past that try to big up a couple of niggas today. That shit ain't happening. It ain't. Shout out to Cooking with Cersei. That shit ain't happening, bro. No, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna shit on Floyd, even, you know, you're not gonna shit on Mike McCallum. You're not gonna shit on James Toney. You're not going to shit on Finito Lopez. You're not going to shit on Salvador. And you say, yeah, man, the outfighter today got this and that. These niggas got cryo chambers. They got strength and conditioning coaches. They got all that shit. Strength and conditioning coaches. They got all that shit. Doggone on. Nassim Richardson, a great trainer. They got all that shit. And guess what? That shit, and them niggas ain't even skill wise. They not students of the game. I call this era. They got what, you got a nutritionist. Yeah, I got a nutritionist, dog. I got a masseuse. I got a strength and conditioning coach. Let's see. I got dog. You get what I'm saying? I got a cryo chamber, dog. Yeah, man. I got all this. They got all that sports science. Yeah, dog. You seen the way. Like old school trainers. Old school trainers. I was talking to Dickie Woods, right? Dickie say, man, what it was? I gotta call him. Cause he was talking about what's the least used tool in the boxing gym, in the gym. Like what's the least piece of equipment that's used. You know what I mean? Like how you get better. Shadow boxing is very, very important. Shadow boxing is very, very, shadow boxing is very, 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 very important. Shadow boxing. Very, very important. It's bro. It's very important, bro. Like I can't even overemphasize how important that is. You talk to any bro, like you get what I'm saying? It ain't the pads. It ain't the pad work. It ain't that. It ain't the pad work at all, dog. It ain't that shit there. You know what I mean? Yeah, dog. You see how he? You see what I'm saying? They don't even talk about shadow boxing. They don't even talk about shadow boxing at all. Man, they don't even talk about that. You get what I'm saying? Then of course you gotta spar like James Toney did a lot of sparring. Some would say that's what James Toney got messed up at. You know, cause he's slurring his speech right now. Cause when he was a fighter, he didn't get hit. He didn't really get hit like that. Got hit a few times, but they had a lot of sparring, but he had a lot of sparring wars. See, this another misconception. Talking to an old school trainer, Dickie Woods, and shout out to not only Dickie Woods, but shout out to not only Dickie Woods, but shout out to what's my main man name? He trained Pernell Whitaker too. Not Buddy McGirt. I forgot my nigga name. Not Ronnie Shields, but not Ronnie Shields. I got his picture in my head. Not Ronnie Shields, but it was another one, another trainer. I forgot his name. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. But damn, I forgot what I was going to say. Damn, I forgot what I was going to say. Shit. Man, I forgot what I was going to say, dog. Damn, it was important too, but it was about boxing styles. But Dickie Woods was like, oh yeah. I'm talking about James Toney. Yeah, James Toney used to spar a lot. He had a lot of wars. He had some wars in sparring. He had wars in sparring, boy. Like but damn, I forgot what the brother told me, man. Damn, it was important. It was important too. It'll come to me. Not Lou Duval, not Georgie Benton. No, I interviewed him. I interviewed the brother. He trained at Vander Holyfield too. He trained at Vander Holyfield. He was one of Holyfield trainers when he fought Riddick Bowe. I forgot his name. She says it's that Stick Icky coach. No, it ain't the Stick Icky. It's not the weed. It was I interviewed him quite a few times. I met him through Major Key Boxing. I made it Tommy Brooks. Yeah, Tommy Brooks. I was talking to Tommy Brooks, and Tommy Brooks spoke about he said, yeah, man, shadow boxing, man, sparring. Of course, you get your road work in. And he said you have to teach a fighter how to be a professional. You got to teach a fighter how to be a professional. Talking about legendary trainer Tommy Brooks. You got to teach a fighter he said you'll know a professional fighter just by how he carry himself, his mentality, his mindset, and you got to teach them when they come in the gym how to be a professional in the gym. I'm the type of trainer, I don't want my time wasted. And he trained Mike Tyson too one time. And he told me some stories about there's some dudes in sparring. He said it was this one guy that Mike Tyson was scared of. Well, not scared, but Mike didn't want to spar him. He said this dude just had Mike number in sparring. Mike did not want to fight this, but he didn't want to spar this motherfucker. And he was telling me some stories about how Pernell Whitaker. He was telling me some Pernell Whitaker stories. He was telling me some stories about how Pernell, Pernell was, of course, not in his prime anymore, but the 90s version of Pernell. He sparred, he used to spar doggone Zab Judah and Floyd Mayweather. He used to whoop their ass. You get what I'm saying? Pretty Boy Floyd. That Pretty Boy Floyd, right? He's like, yeah, he used to, they couldn't hit him, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. And he wasn't even in his prime anymore like that. Buddy McGirt told me that story too. Buddy McGirt. He was like, man, he was just talking about how great Pernell. He said, man, Pernell was a motherfucker, man. He didn't have punching power, but he fought mid-range. Nigga was good, man. He was good, bro. So they just spoke about different teaching methods. And he say, yeah, I didn't have no, we didn't need all that shit. They're like this shit they got now. They got that shit ain't gonna help you fight better in the ring. He like, look, man, that shit. Listen, all that pretty stuff, that shit ain't gonna help you fight better in the ring, fam. He said it's gonna come down to the fundamentals. But he said, nah, man, you got to teach fundamentals. Like you want a fighter that's fundamentally sound. Andre Ward was a fundamentally sound fighter. Mike McCallum, James Toney, they were special fighters. Everybody ain't no Floyd Mayweather. Everybody ain't no. He was a special fighter. You get what I'm saying? Like then you just got dudes. They just special fighters. So no, this what it was though. Tommy Brooks told me. I remember now. Tommy Brooks told me. He say most of your damage come from sparring. See, a lot of people don't talk about that. A lot of people don't talk about, when they got headgear on the spar. Well, headgear doesn't stop you from getting concussions. Just because you got headgear on doesn't mean that you're not going to get a concussion in sparring. Like Tommy Brooks was the first trainer that told me that. And Buddy McGirt. I gotta go back to Buddy. Buddy, man, I was talking to Buddy. I interviewed him. Buddy told me the same thing. He said, yeah, man, like the a lot of people, they don't understand. Like a lot of the old school fighters, they sparred a lot. A lot of their damage didn't come from the ring. the actual fight, it came from sparring. If you know anything about James Toney had a lot of sparring wars. James Toney have dudes lined up, calling them bums, this and that. Yeah, you get in the ring, you come on. Yeah, now after that, you come on. This and that. He'll fight it. He'll be dead tired and still calling dudes fresh to come in the ring. Nigga told me, yeah, man, James Toney slurred in his speech, this and that. That don't mean that he got it from boxing. And that name of the game is hit and not get hit. Well, you clearly don't know what you're talking about because James Toney didn't get hit. And they totally forget about sparring. You get concussion in sparring, bro. Hey, shout out to Bruce Gas. Bruce Gas, old school. He an old school boxing fan. He know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Bruce. What he say? He said a lot of those guys didn't use headgear in sparring. Bruce know what I'm talking about. Sparring, bro. Most of their damage come in sparring, but you don't even realize it. The fan talking about, yeah, man, he got hit in the fight. Yeah, but you don't know how many times he got hit in sparring before that. Because they be working on shit. They be working on stuff, and you got sparring partners that you very familiar with, and they familiar with you, so they know what you gonna do. You kind of know what they gonna do, this and that, and yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, man, you got some dudes, they have some brutal sparring wars, bro. Brutal sparring wars. I heard Hagler used to have some, you know? And you needed to fight them dudes out of Philly. Them Philadelphia fighters in the middleweight division was a motherfucker. Hey, shout out to Tegra. What you say, Tegra? She said, wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, sparring. People don't even talk about that, Tegra. They're gonna talk about, yeah, these fighters slurring in their speech, man. You don't know what they went through in sparring. People totally don't even listen. They don't even consider that, fam. RJ say that's why they cut down on sparring before the fights. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like sparring, man, like a lot of damage coming in that shit. He said, but coach, James sparred with no headgear. Headgear. But I get what you're saying. You still get concussions with headgear. But you're right. James Toney did spar without headgear, but you get what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, you gotta, you know what I mean? Like he like that's a fighting dude, bro. Like James Toney is a guy, he loved to fight, period. He don't, bro. If he was if I was to compare James Toney to an animal, it would be a honey badger. I would compare him to the honey badger. Honey badgers ain't scared of nothing. The honey badger will attack a lion. I got some videos where a lion, some lions are trying to bite the honey badger, whatever the case may be, and he was scrapping. And the lion kind of like jumped back like that, waited a little bit, and the honey badger was still rushing him. And the lion ended up like, man, this nigga crazy. Do he know I'm the king of the jungle? The honey badger did not care. I seen hyenas. 3 hyenas attack a honey badger, thinking it's sweet. Honey badger fading all 3 of them, dog. They were biting him. And he was turning around and like when they bite him, he'll turn around and bite them on the neck or something. And then the hyena let go. Then another will bite them on the tail. Then he'll turn around and rush him. Like, bro, look up the honey badger, bro. If I was to compare James Toney to a fighter, it would be a honey badger. That dude wanted smoke with everybody. Sparring, in the streets, at the church, it didn't matter. He did not care. Heavyweights, lightweights, flyweight, he didn't care. Do you get what I'm saying? And he had a nasty attitude. And he was disrespectful. And he coming to fight. He got some losses. I think he got like 9, 10 losses. You know, but if you fight as much as he fought, you're going to have losses. And you fight the level of competition that he fought, you're going to have losses. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Martin. He said you get hit more with headgear because you lose the blind side.
Oh yeah, you're right on the side. Yeah. Yeah, Mark, you make a valid point. 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 You get what I'm saying? And let's give everybody a round of applause. Man, God, man, he said, yeah, that was some honey badger that took an ass whooping from a lion, and the honey badger came back for more motherfucking honey badger. Hey, bro, man, that honey badger, man, listen, that honey badger, man, shit. That little motherfucker, man, that honey badger, that little motherfucker ain't scared of nothing, dog. Y'all look up a honey badger. He remind me of a honey badger, James Tony. Y'all look up a honey badger, bro. He ain't scared of nothing. He want all the smoke. Like, you gonna have to, like, really, man, shit. He ain't scared of no rattlesnake. They say a honey badger get bit by a snake, he'll pass out. And then he'll wake up. He'll pass out. And then he'll wake up and walk like ain't nothing ever. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I was looking at a video and the dude like, yeah, man, honey badger went out a snake. Wasn't it snake? Honey badger don't give a, man, my nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, dog. Nigga, I'm with it. It's whatever. You get what I'm saying? But just imagine, I had a homeboy, he passed away. R.I.P. to Willie Nelson. He was like that. If you from Tampa, you know Willie Nelson, y'all know I ain't lying. Willie Nelson was like that. That nigga, he went up to 5'8". That nigga there wasn't scared of nothing or nobody. And I ain't never seen him lose a fight. He fighting big niggas. He 5'8", by 180. He whooping niggas 6'2", 6'3". Like, he don't give, you know, like, bro, if you ain't no big dude, he don't even want to fight you. And he don't even, like, yeah, I ain't, you know, big niggas scared of him. That nigga had hard heart. Anyways, it is what it is, man. RIP to my homie, man. It is what it is, man. We gotta say all praise due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that, y'all know who it is, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to.
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Hey, shout out to Cut Creator. He say nice analogy. Hey, Cut Creator. I be watching a lot of Animal Kingdom like videos and stuff. You know, bro, like I'm like the honey badger. Hey, the honey. I'm like this little motherfucker. Hey, the honey badger. Man, honey badger ain't nothing to play with, dog. Honey badger, he ain't scared of no pit bull. Nigga, I got a pit. Nigga, I got a pit over here. I don't give a fuck about that pit, dog. I'm gonna beat this pit ass. Man, that pit a lock on you, man. That pit ain't gonna brum town to tell you, dog. And they say because he got this really thick, like rubbery, flexible skin, it allow him to absorb more punishment. You know, he don't have the flat. You know, his skin is very like. So they bite it, they getting into the skin. They not even really getting to the bone and nothing yet. They can't really get what I'm saying. And this little motherfucker, like the honey badger, he want all the smoke. Nigga, it's whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever. Shout out to the honey badger. Guess what? Shout out to the honey badger.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Yeah, you know. Man, all right, man. Nigga, it's whatever. Man, it's 10 niggas over there. Come on, let's go fight. Man, we can't whoop 10 niggas. Honey badger like, man, nigga shitting me. Let's step. What, like, man, you do know it's 10 hyenas over there. Man, I don't give a damn, nigga. I'm finna walk this way. Honey badger, it's 10 hyenas in front of us, dog. Let's go around. I ain't going around no goddamn well. I'm finna walk right through this crowd. Anybody want to smoke can get it. You know what I mean?
True.
Hey, shout out to Leonardo. Hey, okay. Cash Apper. Shout out to Mr. Nice. Hey, okay. Salute to you, fam. Hey, man, let's see. Did we get into Cash App? That was super chats. Let me see.
All right, cool. We ain't get no cash. We ain't get no super chat today. Y'all know what time it is, man. Shout out to the 10 members of PYTs and the 100 Deals. Happy Memorial Day, man. I'm gonna give everybody a shout out after these messages.
See her eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, so she's my sweet dove supreme. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out, from out of control. Snow bunny, moving on the bar. Everything's so right. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow bunny love. Been party by the night. See her eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, so she's my sweet dove supreme. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out, from out of control. Snow bunny, moving on the bar. Everything's so right. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow bunny love. Been party by the night.
They don't sit there looking at the Snow Bunny love. They got that fake Michael Jackson. Got a Michael Jackson lookalike. He got that Michael Jackson lookalike, man. Hey, man, shout out to the 4 Kings.
Me, the fans, we feeling like you not getting the best fights you supposed to. But we know Tank can fight anybody. Why is that? For me, we want to see you fight Lomachenko. We want to see you fight Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, motherfucking all the top who they say is the 4 horsemen and they anywhere around your weight class. We want to see it happen. When we gonna see it happen?
I'm not sure. I ain't got
That's
nothing to do. That was real shit.
That's some real shit.
I don't know. That's like,
how many times you don't went in there and said, I want these niggas, man?
to be honest, I ain't never said.
You know what they say, man. You ain't gotta like it, but you better respect it.
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking.
See, y'all, if y'all want to see how to fight in the pocket, he did not get hit. This is a perfect example. Old pussy ass nigga, what's going on, boy? I'm telling you, boy, I'm knock your fuck ass out, boy. Blow for blow, pound for pound, nigga. I got the title, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, for the knock one of you what kind of niggas out. Nigga, I got these hands, nigga. I'm throwing them paws at the nigga for the knock your ass down again, nigga. Get your ass back up, nigga. Don't run, nigga. Don't run, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I want a hole of smoke, nigga. I'm throwing them paws, nigga. I'm putting them hands on you, nigga. I told you what I'm gonna do to you, nigga. Catch you with the check left hook, nigga. Check left hook, nigga. I told you, boy, pound for pound, nigga. I'm the best. This more action than any Devin Haney fight. Put these paws on you, nigga. I told you, I got your back up, nigga. I got your back up. Nigga, watch that check left foot, knock your ass down again, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm telling you, boy, we ain't even playing over here, boy. See, you can fight in the pocket, see? You can see, you can fight in the pocket, see? You see? You ain't gotta worry about getting it.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to Big Time Box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Yes, sir. We're going to give everybody a shout out after these messages. Happy Memorial Day for everybody. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shout out to Superman. Shout out to G5. Mr. Damian Bennett. Shout out to Ashford Boxing Club. Two-Tone the Superstar. Sir Boxing Club. Shout out to Crime Dan.
I don't even know how to pronounce that. I guess it's crime then. Dr. Loke. Shout out to everybody watching on X. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook and Instagram. Shout out to Mr. Willie Sumlin. To this day. Let's see. I ain't pay this chat no attention. Hey, shout out to Master Goku. Shout out to Konjo. Shout out to Summer in November. Who else we have in the building, man? Shout out to Z Pacino. Green Eyes P. It's cold in the winter. Yeah, man, when they're gonna talk about, hey, shout out to Tim's. Hey, shout out to Brother Styles. Sonny Augustine. Shout out to Brian Bolden. Yeah, they're gonna talk about, yeah, man, it called the sweet science. Well, I just showed y'all some videos. You can hit and not get hit without running. True. You can hit and not get hit without running. I showed you Pretty Boy and I showed you Money May. Now this that Floyd Mayweather style. No, it's not. That ain't Floyd Mayweather style. Don't put that lie on Floyd. Now we better than Floyd. No, you're not. You're not that. When you niggas getting there with a puncher and a puncher and a pressure fighter, we see how you fight. When Floyd, Money Mayweather, or Pretty Boy Floyd got in the ring with a puncher or a bigger fighter, we saw how he fought. There's no comparison. Okay? Shout out to the Cardenas. Tag to Gigi. Shout out to John. RJ. Shout out to One Eye K. My sister Tegda. Something in November. Shout out to the lovely Miss Black Panther. The lovely Miss Connie. G5 from the Bronx. Willie Sumlin. Mr. Daniel Agnew. Shout out to Superman. Shout out to RJ. JC in the building. Let's see who else we have. Shout out to Damian Bennett. Shout out to Tila. Who else we have in the building? Shout out to the lovely Miss Connie. Willie Sumlin. Shout out to my main man. Shout out to John. The Cardenas. The Boogie Down Bronx in the building, man. G5. The Boogie Down. Hey, you know what? Hey, hold on. Hey, G5. I need a favor, fam. When I come to New York, when I come to the Bronx, I need you to talk to somebody from the Terror Squad. Cause I want to check in. Do I have to check in? I just need to know. Do I have to check in with somebody from the Terror Squad? I know the Terror Squad from the Bronx. So I'm just saying, like, do I have to check in? If I want to go to Brooklyn, do I have to check in with somebody from the Bronx? The Pistol Pete or whoever it is. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out, dog. I don't do the checking in thing, but just see can you find out. Nah, see, Coach got to check in. See now, hold on now. You come to the Bronx. You come to the Bronx now. You got to check in. Hey, G5 say, nah, you good, Coach. I just want to make sure. Hey, shout out to Cut Creator. I just want to make sure I got to check in with somebody from the Terror Squad or whatever. Hello? Hold on. Here you go. Hello? Yeah, hello? Yeah, man, this Coach Malachi. Who this is? Yo, this Pistol Pete from the Terror Squad. What's up? Hey, man, hey, Pistol Pete, what's up, baby? Look here, man, check it out. I know I was clowning Edgar Berlanga about Puerto Rican assassin stuff. You know what I mean? I don't want no smoke. Hey, look, I want to come to the Bronx. You know what I mean? Is it okay? Well, you know, B, when you coming? I'm coming this Thursday. All right, when you get here now, give me a call. We got to make sure everything good for you now, because we know the Fat John Terror Squad, they kind of mad at you. You get what I'm saying? We don't like what you saying about Edgar Berlanga. I just called him the Puerto Rican assassin, baby. Yeah, but we know you joking. We know you clowning him. You making mockery of him. So just call us. Just call us when you get here, okay? All right. Got to call him, though. I got to check in. Hey, shout out to this black person. They gotta call a nigga for the Terror Squad. Hey, shout out to G5. Hey, G5. Yeah, you gotta call a nigga from the Terror Squad, dog. I'm just telling you, Coach, because you gotta understand. See, you don't know the politics. Hey, you know the crazy part about it?
In LA, them niggas in LA crazy. Yeah, see the politics in LA different. You don't understand the politics, dog. See, we be politicking differently. You know what I'm saying? So certain sets. Now you can't go to this set. And you don't wear this baseball cap. You got a baseball cap on. Now you can't wear that, dog. And they serious about them hats out here. Like in LA, they be tripping about the hats. You wear a sports hat, boy. A sports hat can mean anything. You might be good wearing a Yankees hat on one street in LA, but then as soon as you leave that street and go to another street, that's a different set. Man, what you got that Yankee hat on for, dog? What's up, blood? Where you got that? Hold on, fam. What y'all talking about? Huh? It's just no, nigga, where you from? Where you from, cuz? Where you got that? Boy, that disrespectful. Take that hat off, Mark. You get what I'm saying? Like, damn, I gotta take the hat off for what? It's just a hat, right? In LA, a sports hat, bro. But that means something totally different. You go to LA, and have on the wrong sports hat on the wrong street, and you gonna fuck around and find out real soon. I catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto: don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.